What's going on?
He's got tails with gaps so wide, like a pasta strainer, Bruce can't hide. He tells a yarn, then tells it twice. With Spawn Troopers there to add some spice. Spawn Troopers on the hunt, no lie. Exposing nonsense with a gleam in his eye. Fat Lisa Lee and Bruce the Deuce. He's got on the corner, they got no excuse.
Oh dear,
Warning.
dear, dear. Well, welcome
The
everybody.
following
First of
video
all,
contains
Happy New
explicit
Year.
language, which may be
And-
offensive to some viewers and or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for
hello,
mature
God, good
audiences
morning,
only.
well, is it good morning? Yeah, good morning, good afternoon to you, everybody
Thank
over
you.
there. Let's not waste any time. Let's just get stuck into this, shall we? Well, first of all, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and you all right? Well, let's just get some crap out of the way. Let's get some crap out of the way, and then what we'll do, we'll crack on with the topics of tonight's. How can I put it? With tonight's, this afternoon's, whatever. Anyway, right. Obviously, there's been a lot of people don't seem to stop. I don't get it. It's New Year, Christmas, everything. You know, people just don't know when to fucking stop. They don't know when to stop making up fucking shit. They don't know when to stop. Now, I have made it absolutely crystal clear to everybody that I'm not here to, stroke your ego, hold your hand when you're talking shit or anything else. I'm here to get the facts, the truth, and everything else. Hi, Ali. Hi, SMN. Hi, Amago. Hi, everybody. Excuse me. Yep, I still cough and sneeze and vomit and everything else. Right. Here's the thing that I'm going to say. Making indirect threats or ghosting or anything else, right? That's childish behavior. And here's a word of advice. Don't play with fire unless you want to get burnt. That's point one. Point two. If you don't want people to question your actions or don't want to point out your mistakes, then think before you speak. Now, the other night, I was informed that certain individuals in a certain part of Florida, seem to still flap their gums, giving me clout, giving me, kudos and everything else. And I appreciate that. Thank you very much, by the way. It's a new year. It's 2025. And there's going to be a couple of changes. Now, I'm going to start with respect and with, if hopefully you guys don't mind. But I am going to start directing my stuff to exactly what I was here for in the first place. And that's to decompress, play games, enjoy it. And if possible, bring people in, bring other people into my world and the world that I enjoy myself, like playing games and stuff like that. So, so today, I don't know who turned that on, but that time, yeah. Anyway, so today, basically, what I'm doing is we're going to talk about the Discord that I am setting up. I've already got Discord, but that is a private one. That went up in 2015, 16, because when Discord first came out, I was one of the first 50 on it. So, and I think I've gone through that. But anyway, but here's the thing. Discord is also a very good platform. Now, in the future, I am going to be streaming on multiple platforms while I play. So, and I've noticed that with Restream and with general, when you try to restream, pardon the pun, from different platforms, sometimes the sound is really crappy. Oh, you do, estimate, right? Okay. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Happy New Year. By the way, Happy New Year to all of you. Welcome and yeah. But anyway, where was I? So yeah. So basically, that's what I'm going to be doing. But the thing is, I want to get a couple of things out of the way that I've noticed over the last week or so, and I think it's despicable. I think it's childish. I think it's absolutely fucking mind-boggling how people can behave like this. But all the crap started, and it was quite strange. The other night, I was in Jeremy's live stream, and absolutely fucking hilarious, especially with that hamster. That was funny as fuck, actually. But like, for some reason, I don't know what it was, but because I've got multi screens, and suddenly there was like, pow, fucking a post came up by an anonymous individual, and it was of Jeremy in his live stream while he was still live, and basically, and I was like, oh right, okay, then fair enough, yeah, drama, okay, normal shit, different day. But what is it? What business is it of anybody's? You know, what about their private life, or what gifts they give each other? I mean, if I say to Amago, SMN, or Lisa, I say, and I give them a gift, is it anybody's business? Who does it? Is that anyone? If they want to discuss shit, and this is the problem, people just can't stop. People cannot just look at it, all right, okay, and move on. Everyone needs to get stuck in. You have to have an excuse. You want to be noticed, and that's one thing a lot of people are afraid of not being noticed. Did I say hi, Mama Joe? I did say hi, Mama Joe, didn't I? Yes, I did. And that's the thing. If you're afraid of being noticed, then why don't you start a Restream account or a YouTube account? And I did not. Right. Oh, hi, Mama Joe. Hi, sweetheart. Hi. And I will pass that on to Mrs. Spawn Trooper as well. And that's what I'm starting to notice. People that either ghosting each other, or they just fucking they drop everything, and or they come up with stupid excuses. And I've seen a lot on Facebook over the last 2 weeks to come to the determination that, guys, you need to get out. You need to get out more. You need to just stop, because I look, everyone has got opinion. Everyone has got opinion like an arsehole. All right. If you're going to stir the shit, be willing to smell it. And the fact is, they were live on their stream last night, and you were posting about them. Why? Is it that relevant? Is it that important that you have to do that? Now, my second point, I was really, really intrigued with the reading of the deposition of Shower's deposition. Extremely interesting. I found it very, very interesting indeed, because it was like a complete different person. Like, it was like Bruce was someone else. The questions were, and you could tell. I mean, the way he was behaving, the way he was asking those questions, you could actually hear his voice. Because they had a previous sort of relationship. Not saying it was a platonic relationship, like a friendship, right? I mean, Bruce doesn't realize when he goes into this court case. Now, regardless of what anyone says, this is my opinion about this whole situation, which has gone absolutely out of fucking. That the whole thing has gone out of control, right? The fact that multiple times motions from Bruce were denied, a couple of times now, right? Lynette's court cases have been denied, or have been voluntarily fucking dismissed. Okay, the thumbnail one there, apparently they're still saying under the waterworks, but that's by and by. The what Bruce calls it an invasion, that's still, well, apparently that's going to be going as well. But everyone seems to forget the federal court case. Hi, Blue Amaryllis. Happy New Year. And people seem to sort of circumvent away from, and that's one thing I've noticed over the last couple of months, and I've said it multiple times, that there's deflection and subterfuge going on, and it's deliberate. I think those two court cases, the RV case, the trespass case, and the thumbnail case, I think that was just a like a sort of like subterfuge. I think that they've done these just to throw as much as they possibly can at Jeremy, right? To, so they can have like a little bit of space. But what they don't realize is what Bruce has done. He's basically brought all the attention, which he should have been the opposite. He's brought all the attention on him and everyone in that circle. And fortunately enough, there's enough people, who discuss this whole situation and actually, have their own opinion. Not everyone is right, not everyone is wrong, but everyone has their own opinion, which is just justifiable. People can talk about it. But the fact is that the federal court case is turning into a shitfest. It's turning into a shitfest. And I think that, like, they, from what I can remember, they said it's going to be with jury 5 days and stuff like that. I don't think it's going to be 5 days. It's either going to be shorter than 5 days or it's going to be longer than 5 days, but it's not going to be the whole week. It's going to be longer or shorter. That's for sure. And I don't think Bruce is going to be walking away with this with a smile on his face. And Lynette and John Cook, definitely not. Now, here's the problem, the aftermath of all this. Now, I've heard multiple people talk about, what people are entitled to, what they will get, and everything else. Now, I don't know the law over in America. I don't know the qualifications for compensation and restitutions. But over here in the UK, if you get charged and you get fined, or you have to pay court costs and stuff like that, right? Yeah, you'll be paying every month for the rest of your life, if need be. And also the system will also pay out. There's a fund. There's sort of like a fund where it'll come from. So there's a lot that hasn't been said, and that needs to be said. And there's a lot of people talking about law here, about this, and little snippets of law. And the thing is, at the end of the day, you need to be exactly right on what you're saying. Okay, say for example, cyber law. Okay, I could go into it, but I'm not going to bother, because at the end of the day, it's been covered so many times. Hi, Alsipe. How you doing? Happy New Year to you, dude. Happy New Year to you too. Fucking hell, I've got. Anyway, here's one thing I have noticed though. One thing that, and I presume it's been mentioned by multiple other people, influencers and hosts, that the day that Womble Gob 1's name and Deuce name ended up on that paperwork, there was a 180. All right, there was a 180, and when you are already doing research on something, right, that suddenly goes under the microscope. And yeah, I've proven categorically that they have no leg to stand on when it. Hi, Linda. Happy New Year, sweetheart. They have no leg to stand on when it comes to truth, because the receipts were shown. Now, one thing I do want to point out is, through this whole time that I've been observing and watching this, I've watched Jeremy for years, like I've stated, but with all this going on, all this legal shit and all these arguments and back and forth, I want one person to call me wrong, to call me out if I'm wrong. Not once. The day Lisa and Tori started this fucking hate campaign on Jeremy Hales, this character assassination, not once at any time have they shown any type of evidence whatsoever. Nothing, absolutely nothing. Everything is by verbal. Everything has been verbal. So here's my question. If everything is verbal, do we have to take people's word? Do I have to take Linda or Lisa's word? Hi, Lisa, or Linda's, or Amo, or SMN, or Al's word as gospel? Do I really have to do that? Where's the evidence? Now, if people actually go and check and do some background checks and do their research, like I've been pointing out from the get-go, you will notice a pattern with certain individuals. You'll notice that. At the end of the day, you can't blame me or other people when we do research and we find a pattern on your behavior or how you behave or how you portray yourself. That is your doing, not one else's. You want to make indirect threats. You want to make, you want to flex your muscle. That's entirely up to you. But there's one thing that would strengthen your comments or what you say. What would strengthen it is evidence, facts, and proof. If your statements are true, then prove it. Have the evidence. Prove it. Not getting 15 other people who are on a hate campaign with you. No. Physical evidence. But that doesn't happen. And that's why I don't believe a word that certain people say. Now, a few nights ago, a certain individual was called out by a friend they've been friends with for years and told them, no, actual fact, you're wrong. I do sell the alligators for the hides. And for someone, and that surprised me. That surprised me. And it's not the first time this has happened. Now, is it all toxic and drama? No. It's if you like I said, if you step out that box and you look at this whole situation from the outside in, considering everything they do online is public information. All right, everything you do is public. You've already stated that you are the PR team, and then you retract that. Then you speak. I'm not even going to go back to that. We all know what happened in the past, right? But here's the thing: when you sit there and you flap your gums and you go on and on and on and on and on and repeat yourself and then contradict yourself, then repeat yourself, contradict yourself, and then you make threats, indirect threats, or it doesn't really fucking matter. The fact of the matter is that there are people out there, and my utmost respect and apologies to anyone who take offense to what I'm about to say, but there are people out there who are very easily manipulated, very easily convinced. Hi, Roy. Happy New Year, fella. Hi, Gail. Happy New Year. Now, as you can see, I'm standing in the middle of the desert with a couple of vehicles. Now, over my left shoulder, I've got sort of an orange type of Ford truck. Over my right shoulder, I've got another truck. Now, if I said to you, you're looking at that picture right now. If I said to you over my left shoulder, now you have to imagine you're me. So basically, my left shoulder is me facing you. So it'll be the right side, yeah. So if I said to you, over my left shoulder, there's a black truck, and over my right shoulder, there's a white truck. Am I telling the truth? Yes or no? No, I'm not. But the thing is, if I keep on saying it and saying it and saying it and saying it, you're just going to agree with me. Some people, and that's what easily manipulated is. People are just going to go, "Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, what fuck, yeah, because I like what you're saying and what." Now, crack on, do what you need to do. I do not care about what happened, all that nitty gritty. I'm not interested in that. I've never have been. I never will be, because the thing is, like I for one like to see evidence. I like to see proof. Now, a lot of shit about a lot of people, has been put out on Facebook and put out there onto the public domain. And the thing is, it is public information. However, it's not being used as an informational thing. It's being used to attack and hurt. Now, does that make that person right? No. Like I've always said, do two wrongs make a right? Absolutely not. But it's gone to a point now where everyone is concentrating on other people or what they're saying, but no one's concentrating on the actual fact of the matter, where this came from, why did this happen, and how did this happen? And that's the problem. That's why I, for one, I'm just fucking staring at and I'm watching from the sidelines. That's what I'm doing. That's what I did when I first got here, and that's what I'm going to fucking carry on doing. However, I'm gonna bring you guys with me, because there's a lot of people I've met, and I'm absolutely fucking astounded by the tranquility and the friendliness and the respect and everything that I've received, even from people who don't agree with me, and I respect that. And this whole court case is, and this is what people need to start concentrating on, is the federal court case. Don't worry about everything else. It's like fucking trying to slap a dead donkey. At the end of the day, you're not going to get anything more out of that donkey. You need to move on. You need to concentrate on the bigger things, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm keeping an eye on the bigger things. Anything in regards. Hi, Mary. Happy New Year, by the way, and good morning. I am keeping an eye on that court case, that federal case. That is the most important federal case at this. That's the most important part of everything. I go and listen to Madam Mayor and Brett. I go and listen to What the Hell. I go and listen to Travis. I go and listen. I jump into other people's streams. Regardless if I'm spoken to or not. I listen to what they say. All right, and the reason being is because the thing is, it's nice to actually hear other people's opinion, even if I don't agree or agree. It doesn't matter. Right. I've got a couple of topics I'm going to cover tonight, so I hope you guys are going to enjoy this. And so we're going to get cracking on that one. In it? Yes. Right. The conclusion on this part is, at the end of the day, if you want to be taken serious and you want to be taken, or you want to be respected for what you say, then have proof. Show receipts, show proof, show evidence. Now, last night I went into was it Shizzy's? Yes, it was Shizzy's. And the guy is funny. I do like that guy. He is genuinely a funny guy. I really do like him. And I don't know. And for the first 10 minutes, I thought, oh, Megan's in there. But why she changed her name? And it turned out to be someone completely different. So my apologies. I really did think, that was Megan. It just shows you that, all Americans saying the same. No, I'm joking. Anyway, so. And I was listening to the way they were reading that, and that deposition, Shah's deposition, is so damaging to their case, to Bruce and Lynette's case. It literally boggles my mind that this absolute pleb of an idiot of a lawyer still wants to push this. And some of the responses, some of the questions, and everything else. Shara, I fucking commend you. I really do. I really commend your bravery sitting in front of someone who basically used you for clout, really. From the get-go. Right? I mean, if individuals actually go back from when it started and when everything started in regards of with Bruce suddenly fucking coming in the scene and trying to solicit, and it's all there. It's not hearsay. It's not fabrication. It's fact. It's solicitation. He's broken probably nearly every single fucking rule in the American Board Association for professional conduct of a solicitor. And the fact that he openly admits that he's got a disciplinary going and it's been going for over 2 years, that's another thing people forget. And the fact that he contacted another lawyer and contacted her workplace. I mean, what else do people need to hear? Why aren't people satisfied with what they're seeing? Me, I am satisfied. That guy needs to have his license removed. And he needs to be taken and held accountable for his actions. As simple as that. All of them do. And there's no innocent parties here. Everyone needs a slap on the wrist. But there are people who definitely need a bigger slap on their wrist. But that's not our place. We have an opinion. We can state that opinion, but it's not our place, right, to judge. We have an opinion. The person who's going to judge is going to be sitting on that podium, and he's called a judge. If he's someone like the magistrate or someone like Judge Davis, then I know how this case is going to end up. That's for sure. I really do. Now going on to the next part. Okay, now we've got that shit out of the way. So, one more thing for that topic. I don't care what your opinion is of me. I don't care if you want to try and threaten me, intimidate me, or talk shit about me or anything else. But here's one thing I want you to remember. Take a good look at yourself before you take a look at me. That's the word of advice. Treat me the way you want to be treated. That's a little bit more advice for other people. Simple as that. Now, gaming. Um, as I said, I was going to go looking for my hard drives to find all the aircraft I've got for my flight sim. And have a guess what? I found my hard drive, my old hard drive, and it was empty. So I now need to, because the thing is, I'm not going to upgrade. Right, there are different types of flight sims. Okay, the flight sim I flew on. Hi Dahlia, Happy New Year. That's what you are supposed. Yeah, I know. What I'm going to do is basically I'm gonna find out what I've still got left. And the thing is, the game I play is Flight Simulator X, which is the Gold Edition. It's not Flight Simulator 2020 or 2024. It's the older version because I like it. If they upgrade it or the graphics upgrade, but that's by and by. And because I've got so many different aircrafts and different variations from different eras and all that stuff, so I'm going to be working on that this part of the new year, and that's my intention. So, and in gaming, I am going to start obviously recording more of my gaming, and I'm going to put them up. I hope that people will enjoy it. I hope people will join in. In regards of various games, I do have platform games like War Thunder. Is it War Thunder? Warhammer. There you go. Warhammer 40k, Dawn of War. And there's going to be other games that I'm going to be bringing in. And there's going to be once in a while, we're going to have a game panel. So basically, we're going to talk about different games and different opinions of those games. So tonight, I'm going to be talking about Incursion. All right. It's a new game and it's on Steam. I think it's on sale at the moment, but I'm not going to plug that because that's entirely up to everyone else. And I presume that I've already shown you a little snippet of that the other day, the last, I think New Year's Eve when I was live. At the end of the stream, I showed you a half an hour's worth of Insurgent, and it's based in Vietnam. The jungle area or the map is in Vietnam, and it's a PVE game. So you're actually playing against the AI, and you can set it at different levels. And most of the weapons are as realistic as they can be, and and yeah, it's an interesting game. Now, what you have to also remember is that depending on the type of computer you got, it depends what the graphics are going to be like, and sometimes, and because the game is, I think it's a brand new spanking new game. It's in its in its infancy, so obviously they're still working on it, and I presume there's going to be patches and updates on it. But it is a very good interactive game, and yeah, and you can build, you can actually rip the weapons apart, and you can make your own weapons up. You can set up your weapons, and I've got some really good ones, but I don't have a lot of space. So therefore, when I'm not live or I'm not editing videos, I'm actually playing the game to get myself up to the next tier, so to speak. Another game that's quite good. There's a lot of role play games that are quite good out there, but the games I like, the next game I want to talk about is World of Warships. Now, it's I mean, it's interactive. You can play against the AI or you can play against other people. Does anyone play World of Warships here? Besides Matskin, because he's got a nose foot as a keel. I can just imagine him in the water. Fucking dickhead. Seriously, if that guy fell out the dumb tree, stupid tree. But do you know, here's one court case I would love to see. I want to see every single one of them in a court lined up. And the judge is going, and then they all have to turn around and bend over, and their backsides are actually suing them for the amount of shit they spouted all these months. That's one thing I would love to see. Can you imagine that? Be like, anyway. So, hi, Dad. How you doing? So, so you got World of Warships, and then obviously you got DayZ. Now, When I first started playing Daisy, I was like, yeah, fuck no. Um, but I got a friend who sort of like pointed me in the direction. That individual who's going to stay nameless um, he's got a closed server for friends only, and that that's a server I've been on, and I'm absolutely gobsmacked, taken back by how good the server is, how good the game is. And yes, I should. Everyone should start the game from scratch and work your way up, but it's so difficult. Um, and with I don't like to play a game and use cheats or exploits. I prefer to play the game as it is, and if I fail, I fail. If I don't, I don't. So that's. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Teresa. Is it Teresa? Yeah, it's Teresa. Hi there, Teresa. Happy New Year to you. And oh yeah, Happy New Year, Dad, and Happy New Year to everybody. Just one more time, just to make sure. Yes. Right. Don't worry. We're going to come back into the drama in a minute. Don't you worry about that. Right. I've still got more to fucking add. Don't you fret. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. So obviously, my concentration is going to be on my gaming platform, which this is technically, which it's going to be. I'm also going to concentrate on adding more content in regards of gaming, and I'm also going to do like tutorials as well. There's a couple of tutorials that I'm gonna be coming up with, but I'm not going to mention any of them yet. They're going to be for you to then use at home or in your vehicle or stuff like that. I did mention multiple months ago that I was going to show you guys what to carry in a car, regardless if it's summertime, wintertime, or stuff like that. What I will do is point out certain things you can take with you. All right. Now, obviously, when you buy all this stuff, it does cost money to get all this stuff. But once you've got it, you can use it on multiple different types of vehicles or, in different circumstances. And that's one thing that needs to be taken into consideration. Right. Other stuff I'm going to do is vehicle maintenance, like motorbike maintenance and stuff like that. That again is going to be coming up, and this is my projection for this year. Because at the end of the day, like I said, this court case is not going to last forever. And to be honest with you, I'm getting bored with it. I'm getting bored with the repetitive behavior of people, and it's just, I get it. People want to know. People want an interest in what's going to know, but there's only so much you can wring out of a wet cloth, and I don't really care about womble gobs. I don't care about the negativity that's coming from one group of people that have never ever, excuse me, ever to this day have shown any type of evidence or proof, and the only thing they have shown, right, is what they've got from Bruce or from someone else. And there's only so much you can put up with that. Now, at the end of the day, if I will be covering different topics, especially stuff that happens here in the UK or that happens in Europe. Now, I've got people from Sweden, I've got people here from the United Kingdom, I've got people from Europe, from Belgium, from Germany, and so I'm going to try to cover certain things. There'll be like a political law thing, but no politics are going to come into this stream. That I can assure you. But we'll probably might talk about things, and obviously like the situation that I've heard that happened in New Orleans. I believe there was some sort of like boom attack or some sort of attack where unfortunately I think people were unalive. So my condolences to their families. I mean, it's getting a little bit crazy. People call me an idiot when I turn around to them. I said, look, the pandemic's changed people. It's changed humanity. And we're changing in the way that's going to come back to bite us in the ass. But hey, like I said, everyone's got an opinion, just like everyone's got an arsehole. It just depends what you want to smell, eh? Discord. I have created a Discord for my YouTube account. The Discord is going to be policed extremely heavily. and I'm fully aware of certain things. And basically, the Discord is just going to be there for if people want to come and chat, i.e., come and talk to me in a podcast or come on or onto the platform. That's what it's going to be specifically for. And I've got and may I just point out, I have met a lot of people who's on their Discords, and I've met a lot of people, but you don't want to do too much, especially for YouTube. Yes, I get it. Everyone wants to talk about their pets and oh, look at this and all that stuff, but the Discord that I am going to create or have created for this YouTube channel is going to be specifically so people who come to visit me or come in, or you guys, right? That means you can come on and you can come and talk. You can come and say hi. You can actually hear your own voice on here. So that's going to be one of my projections or my goals of this year. All right, it's not going to happen overnight. I'm going to be taking my time, and I see a tiptoe around. Hi, happy New Year, host picker. Welcome to the stream. And basically, everyone is going to be welcomed here. I don't hold grudges. I don't hold, I don't really care. I really don't. I don't care about holding grudges because it takes way too much fucking energy. I've got way, way more important things to do. Which reminds me, I am getting better. My cold is, is starting to disappear because I'm a strong motherfucker, and that cold didn't have a leg to stand on. So, yeah, and there you go. One thing I am going to make absolutely sure that people understand is that wait a minute, 1 second. Well, my base is still there. And 1 second, guys. I'm just getting a private message. I do apologize for this. Oh, okay, yeah, okay, yeah, yeah, oh yeah, yeah, okay, right, right, oh God, Eric, God bless you, sir, and a happy New Year to you, sir. I'm still doing it, aren't I? I'm still doing. It's not because I don't know what to think of. It's just, hi Gary, happy New Year, dude. Kiss your what? Hi Tim, welcome to the stream, dude. Welcome. I do want to talk about a couple of things, but I don't think it's appropriate. I don't think it's appropriate. I don't think. Yeah, I don't know. Oh God, I'm so tempted. Right, okay, I'll talk about one thing. I'm going to talk about one thing. If any of you ever want to try and stream and you want to try to thing, and I've heard other people discuss this, but there are things like Streamlab, okay? Right, you got Streamcord, you got Stream Elements, you got Discord bots, you got Droplet development, you got all these different. You got sound, what you call it, sound alerts, right? You've got all these different websites that you got Nightbot that can help you do sort of messages. If you say, for example, if you use a Stream Deck and you use OBS and stuff like that. Now, there's a lot of stuff out there that you can do research on. And there's also a lot of people out there who've got a lot of intelligence. All right, thank you, Eric. And all you have to do is research. Go out there. AVA. AVA's here. AVA. Yes. Happy New Year, brother. To you and the missus and the kids. Love you, brother. And do your research. Everybody is able to do that. Now, remember that Discord is just a tool for communication, right? That's what it is. Yeah. Um, and you need to remember that. But the thing is, you also need to remember the more you put onto that Discord, the more you have to pay attention to it, right? Because you'll get fucking people coming on there trying to destroy it or trying to, so you need to be careful. You can do reactional roles. You can actually make roles. You can attach these roles to people. You can remove them. So Discord is a really good tool to have, especially if you're a streamer or you're a gamer. That I can assure you of. Yeah. As Ded said, Streamlabs and Stream Elements are two of the best to have because you can actually set up like messages and stuff like that. So it's really good. Now, a couple of things that you need to remember is this. It's very easy for people to start stream, but you have to put work into it. You have to put everything into it. Just like AVA needs to, make a sandwich, like make me a ham sandwich with jam on it. But I doubt very much that would happen. Will it, AVA? Right. What you have to remember is that when you do stuff like this, now, I have to thank, there's people who I have to thank for putting me in this position I am now in. That I also need to thank them for giving me the opportunity to meet you guys. That I am thankful for. Everything else is going to stay private. Everything, that's irrelevant to public knowledge. But I am thankful. And that's me. Thank you, hi, little bee, by the way. I'm going to call you Bumblebee from now on. Autobots, roll out. Bumblebee, stop playing with your food. So I am very grateful, and I'm thankful for the people I have met who have supported me and helped me get to where I am today. And I appreciate that. And I'm not going to let them forget that. That's one thing I can assure you of. Hi, Chris. Happy New Year. Oh, yeah. Happy New Year, little B. Now, podcasts. Like I said a while ago that I was going to do a podcast, a gamer podcast. And that's what I'm going to do. So once I got the Discord up, I will give it. I will make it public, and so people can come in. But one thing I can assure you of, right? You step out of line once, there won't be timeout. There won't be restrictions or anything. You'll be gone and banned. Because at the end of the day, Discord is one place where you will get everybody. Here, on here, it's very easy to just time people out and whatever. But on Discord, it's about a community. It's all about the gaming community, and that's what I am that's the part I am with. Right, it's going to be a gaming community. So I am not gonna piss ball about. I'm not gonna hold any punches, and I'm not gonna beat around the bush about it. So be aware. You come on there, right? It's going to be specifically for people to come onto a podcast and discuss gaming or discuss films, which is going to be my next topic: films. Right now, this is one thing I'm also going to implement into my New Year's programming. Is basically, and I know a lot of people are going to copy this, and I don't mind, but just remember where it originated from. Right, it is basically discuss and talk about films. Now, say for example, 99% of the people have seen this film, but 1% haven't. All right, obviously, talking about the film, talking about the storyline, and everything else is going to be one thing, but I'm not going to give it away, if that makes any sense. Right, for example, the 6888, okay, which is based on true events that happened in 1943. And about an all-black WAC unit. Okay, we've already discussed that. Very good film. It's worth going watching. It's got a good storyline to it, fantastic acting. Go and watch it. Hi, Wolf. Hi, Bob. Happy New Year. 65 is a very good film as well. It's a sci-fi sort of like slash scary movie, but it's not that scary. It's um, all I can say is that basically they crash. There are two survivors, and then yeah, that's the rest. I'm not going to give it away because there's a lot in this film that you have to go and watch it. Yes, yeah. I watched. I've been keeping up to date. Yeah, and you can tell now, can't you? Yeah, that's that. Yeah, but I don't. I try not to talk about other people's, especially people who've got a standing on YouTube. I try not to bring them in because one thing I've noticed, other people copy it, and I don't want to, you know, but I do watch them, and they're just phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal family. You know, super dynamic, and the fact that he built. Hi, Philip. How you doing, buddy? Right. Anyway, let me catch up with the comments here. I love it also very much. I think. Just know I have LS and my fingers do not work. Little B, you just take your time, darling. You just take your time. There's no rush for you. At the end of the day, when you comment, and you don't have to explain yourself, sweetheart. You be you. This is. At the end of the day, when you come in here, you are here. You are with us. We're a community here, right? So you just take your time, okay? 41. Sorry, Bob. All right. All right. Now, like I said, what else were we going to talk about? Films, yeah. Um, oh God, what's that program called again? Crew, Sonic Crew, Skeleton Crew, Star Wars. I've been watching it. Oh my God, it is absolutely hilarious. I mean, like apparently there's a lot coming out this year in regards of motion pictures and programs, but they are milking the shit out of Star Wars. I mean, like when I watched Boba Fett or the Book of Boba Fett and Obi-Wan Kenobi and all that, I thought, please stop. The only thing I did like was the Mandalorian, right? Um, and they did two series of that, and I really enjoyed that. And this is the way. Hi, Jen. Hi, sweetheart. Happy New Year. And but and the thing is, they drag it on. They show you a half an hour. They drag it on. Look, if you're gonna make series, right, make it 45 minutes or 50 minutes a series. You know, you're trying to drag it out because you're still probably filming the next series or whatever. It doesn't matter. Just let people enjoy it. Stop playing 25 minutes or half an hour, right? It takes a human being 5 to 10 minutes to actually get into the series, get into what they're watching before they start enjoying it. Oh, mate, I tell you one, Dad, if they keep on doing what they're doing, Jesus Christ, they'll be the first element on this planet to be able to squeeze blood out of fucking nothing. Uh, yeah. Hi, Vicky. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Guys, don't forget to give that old thumbs up. Or if you're outside trolling and you're sort of external fans, don't forget to give a thumbs up. Or with some of you, thumbs down. Whatever you want to do, you know. Every different direction, you're still watching and you're still giving me a view. So I appreciate that. Wait. Why is that so? Do you know what? The chat is really slow. Catch up, will you? Oh, there you go. Cool. Right. So there's a couple of good films. One I'm going to talk about now. Gladiator 2. Oh my oh my god. What a fucking film. I'm sorry, I don't give a shit if people are going, oh, he's swearing in 2025. Yep, I'm fucking swearing because I'm really, really. Anyway, Gladiator 2. What a film. What a film. And you know what? I didn't realize who this guy was until a certain scene in the arena. Um, Denzel Washington. Wow. Wow. I mean, that film is, and the fact that, um, I don't, right, if you've seen it, fine. If you haven't, I'm not going to try and give too much away, but I can tell you that the mother of, was it the wife of Maximus or the queen? I can't remember her name, but she's still alive. Um, yeah, there was a lot of stuff, and the storyline was just phenomenal. The stunts and the action scenes were phenomenal. The film itself was phenomenal. I mean, and I think there's going to be a third part. I do think there's going to be a third part because the way it ended. But that's all I'm giving away. Um, if you want to go and watch it, you crack on and go and watch it. You won't be disappointed. That I can assure you of. All right. So don't be afraid that, oh, he's only saying no, you will. I mean, if you like films like I do, I'm a movie buff. I love films. I watched the first Gladiator. I can't stand Russell Crowe. I think he's an absolute pleb. But then again, he'll do actually quite well with some people. But yeah, it definitely sort of intertwines and it intertwines with the first one. So you're not going to be disappointed. That's for sure. Um, what else is there? What else is there? Yes, one thing I do want to say is I want to thank everybody who came. I know that a lot of people, were spending time with their families on New Year's Eve and everything, and I want to thank everyone for coming. I want to thank everyone for being you. There you go. Um, you know, and I'm always going to when I do streams. If I'm going to do a special stream, then it's going to be, exactly that. Right, I'm going to put up a community message, and then you guys can see what's going on. Yes, I still got a bit of the sniffles, bit of a blocked nose, and I'm just waiting for Gail or someone. Gail, are you still here? I'm just waiting for someone to tell me to blow my nose. Not gonna blow my nose. You're not my mum. Anyway, so um, yeah, and there you go. I mean, it's it's going to be a very interesting year. That's for sure. That I can assure you of. And you guys are going to be going on that trip with me. Why are you in? Why are you in pain, Jen? What's the matter? What's going on? Red Dead Redemption 2. Why do I know that? Is that the one with the cowboy? Is that where everyone rides around as a cowboy? My wife and son were on. The wife and son, yes, the wife and the son were unalived in the first Gladiator, but it was the Queen who, I think, I don't know if them two had an affair or I'm not sure. 1 second. Little B, you're always welcome, and thank you very much for your trust. I can only say what I find, and I can only say what I see. And if I see anything and I find something, I will always show it, because I don't think just sitting here and talking about stuff that's important. 1 second, I need to blow my snout. 1 second, please. There you go. I mean, what you have to remember is that, like, I'm not always right. There's been times where I've been wrong, and if I've been wrong and someone's pointed it out, and I've gone and done my due diligence, and it turns out that I've been wrong, I will say it. And the thing is, that pisses people off, because I'm quite happy to put my hands up and go, hey, I was wrong. But so far, I haven't been wrong. I've only been wrong twice. And everything I've said and I've pointed out, okay, welcome back, mate. Well, yeah, and maybe that's what pisses people off, is because I'm not scared of putting my hands up and going, hey, I'm wrong. But I'm not talking about myself, and I'm not going to talk about myself. I'm never going to explain myself. If I do, then it's because I don't want you to misinterpret what I'm saying. You can go and listen and believe anyone you like. You can go and sit and listen to believe anyone like. I'll go into different streams and I will interact with people. Yes, that is true, Dad. They can't. Some people can't handle it. That's the sad part of the whole thing. Oh, there, you hurt my feelings. Oh, matron. Oh, yeah. I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. Yeah. No, absolutely not. Now I've gone live today because I do want to discuss different things. I do want to keep you guys up to date, and to type it out it'll take me all fucking week. And I've got little small fingers, so well, they're not small, they're quite large actually, but that's beside the point. The fact made the wife and I sausage, hash brown, egg, and cheese. Why don't you just do it? Why don't you just take me out of my misery, AVA? Sit there and tell me about all the food that you're about to fucking feed your face with, and no, that's just wrong. That's that you've in the heart, dude. In the fucking heart, man. Still love it up. Anyway, now it's and this is the problem. I think that people have got personally. I think, right, this is my personal opinion. When I talk about something, this is right. Here's one thing about me. When I talk about something that's irritating me, or I talk about something continuously that is irritating me, right? It's because I want to find out where I'm getting things misinterpreted, or where I'm seeing stuff that I shouldn't even be paying attention to. And you can ask Dad. I mean, I've had these conversations with Dad. I've had these conversations with other people, and I will always ask questions. I will always ask, well, hang on a minute, that. I will analyze what's happening. And when it comes to a point where I realize, well, hang on a minute, no, that's where I'll go, And I'm a type of person, I care about everyone, right? And I will always care about someone before I care about myself. And maybe that's a mistake, maybe that's wrong, but I will never allow my emotions to take control of my actions. And there are a lot of emotions going on in this whole fucking scenario, this whole thing. And people need to realize that your emotions don't count for shit, because your emotions are reactional. It's your thoughts and your words that are important. Now, like what I heard on What the Hells and Megan and Tug in the last 48 hours, I'm absolutely fucking shocked, to say the least. And that's why I haven't said a lot about it, because I'm still trying to still try to take it in what what's actually come out, because the thing is, like, no one has ever been sued for $1 million. No one. Where the fuck did that come from? Where did that come from? Where did that number come from? $1 million. Hey guys, look at my laser. No, I can't believe I just did the bracket. No, but it's all emotional. And that's why I'm taking a step back. That's why I'm gonna, if I see something, I'm gonna say something. You remember that old thing, the old saying: if you see something, say something. And I've seen a lot. I have seen a lot over the last few weeks to last me a fucking lifetime. And to be perfectly honest with you, I'm not going to get involved in that. That's not a me problem. That there needs to be dealt with by the correct authorities, by the correct people, and people just need to move on. Marlin, hello, happy New Year to you. Mrs. Oh, yeah, we're doing fine. Doing fine. We're doing fine. She told me off this morning because I had a little bit of a headache this morning, and I growled at her, so she told me off. So other than that, I'm still alive. I'm feeling better, and I'm still drinking Dr. Pepper. Yes, Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper. Can't go wrong. Yeah, and there you go. Excuse me. I do apologize. Jesus Christ, I couldn't even stop that one. I am so sorry. My humble apologies, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't mean that. But I tell you one thing, I know who's going to be happy on that. I am so sorry for that. That is disgusting. I do apologize. In Arabia, it's actually a sign of it's actually a compliment, just so you know. Wow. That was a bit embarrassing. I do apologize. Oh, and something else I've decided to do, because I'm just getting sick and tired of. I appreciate that everyone wants to have their say, and I appreciate that people want to either thank or criticize or judge or whatever you want to do in the comments and stuff like that. But I've decided that I'm no longer going to I'm going to open comments up, because it takes the attention away from what's being said or what's being shown in a video. And when you see people using the comments as their own little fucking their little box, and a little project, if they want to project, they can do it here live in the stream. As simple as that. So unfortunately, comments, the only place where comments are going to stay open is in the community page, but they're going to be vetted extremely tightly. So if you put shit in there, it's going to get deleted. When it comes to comments, if you got anything to say, you can come in here while I'm live and you can say what you need to say. And if you're a troll, good luck, because these people here will destroy you. If you're in here just to kick off and make yourself look good, or you need your ego rubbing, we've got a couple of vets in here, including myself. We will be more than happy to take you under our wing and press you against our manly bosom, and we will then rub your ego for you. Our AVA will enjoy that immensely, but and also I don't hold grudges, so you could always come back afterwards and get more hugs and more manly bosom time. Just saying. Oh, what did I make you laugh? What? Wait, what? Oh man, yeah, I knew that. I knew you were going to thank me for that, Bo. I tell you, that burp, I must admit, it even fucking surprised me. I was like, wait, what? Yeah, I do apologize for that. I really do. Oh my God, why do I've noticed that keep on saying, uh. Oh, coffee. Mm-hmm. s- See what I mean? How can I catch that right? Oh god, no. Yeah. So, what else was I going to talk about? Oh yeah, the don't give a shit factor. Yeah, I don't give a shit. Apparently, sort of, maybe. Who knows? Anyway, so uh, s- hello, and here's my huggy for you. Oh, Cynthia, thank you so much for your. Oh, hey, Cynthia, hands above the belt range. Thank you. Now, hands up, hands above the belt line. Thank you very much, young lady. Thank you so much. Thank you. Not in public. I told you that before. Anyway, so so yeah, there's quite a lot coming, and I've got so much on my. Oh, here's a couple of things that I want to point out to someone. Point out in general, actually. Here we go. I want you to remember these certain words: fog, carver, fate, and the Milgram experiment. Certain things. I want you to remember those. The fog, carver, fate, and the Milgram experiment. Yes. Let's see who catches on that one. Right. Marlene, let's hugs for you. You know what? It's so nice to see everyone here. Tim's here, AVA's here, Ded's here. Hi. Oh yeah. And yeah, everyone's here. I feel so happy. I feel so happy. Happy. I don't know. Is anyone noticing how weird it is? We've gone through New Year and it's like nothing's happened. I could just imagine you, Lisa, going, and then him standing going, Kai, you're not here. Right, okay. Right, everybody, just remember AVA is not here. Okay, he's not here. Oh, wait a minute. I wonder, would you want to see, do you want to see, no, I don't. I don't want to. Shit. I don't want to turn this into a fucking game stream. I want to be doing some talking and interaction with people tonight. Because that's why I've come on, so we can talk. Yes, that's what we're going to do. I think that I'm going to do another. Hey, AVA, I mean, the thing is, like, why don't you do this? Why don't you do a historical knowledge base? I mean, you've got a lot of knowledge of a lot of the kit. So why don't you do that? Why don't you do like historical knowledge base? That'll be a good thing to do. I mean, being a veteran and knowing about certain things. There's surplus stores everywhere. It just, I think it depends on the prices. It depends on how much you charge for kit, because obviously when you get kit from different countries, you different union like the Italians or German or French or you know Arabian uniforms, which are mostly like US old DPM, or you got MTP, you got oh god, what's it? So I keep on forgetting its name. It starts with a C. Um, I mean, you got the old DPM PLC kit, you know. And then you got CS95s, and it's. Yeah. Oh, it was New York, was it, Cynthia? I thought it was New Orleans. Right. Okay. I wasn't aware of that. I was aware that someone else mentioned it. I don't know who mentioned it. I can't remember who mentioned it, but Someone mentioned that there was an incident in New Orleans, and I didn't realize that it was in New York. Wow. Palmers, hi, welcome. Hey. I can't believe I just did that. Welcome to the stream, Palmers. Wow. So New Orleans, Las Vegas. Oh, let me go and check. Let me go and check. Oh, okay. Oh, wait a minute. So, okay, the way it says here, it says police probe if blast at Trump Hotel is linked to New Orleans attack. Police in the U.S. are investigating whether the explosion outside Trump Hotel was Las Vegas. It linked the deadly car ramming attack in New Orleans. Oh crap! The driver of a Tesla Cybertruck was killed and seven was unalive, and 7 others were injured in Los Angeles after the vehicle filled with fuel canisters and firework mortars exploded. Officials said all injuries were minor. Well, obviously with the unfortunate. In New Orleans attack, a 42-year-old citizen is believed to have driven a pickup truck into a crowd. Wow. Unalive and 15 people, injured 35 after being shot unalive by the police. President Joe Biden said investigators were looking into whether. Wait, he's still the president? Wait, what? I thought Trump was the president. Cybertruck was rented in Colorado and arrived in the city on Wednesday morning, less than 2 hours before the detonation. Police said, parked in front of the hotel near a glass entrance. The vehicle started to smoke, then exploded. That was a time-delayed fuse. That there describes a time-delayed fuse. Okay, carry on. Wait a minute. What shit? Start. Then it's expired. Law enforcement source told CBS News and BBC US news partner that the vehicle was rented by. I'm not going to mention the name as an active duty US Army sir. Wait, what? Had been serving in Germany but was on leave in Colorado at the time. Oh crap! He's from Ramstein then. No, wait a minute. No, wait. That's US Air Force, Ramstein. No, it's not. They've got army there as well. Uh oh. That's going to cause problems. One relative said the wife was not heard from him in several days. Showed reports dramatic footage of the. Oh crap! I'm gonna do some research on this. I'm definitely gonna do some research on it. That's not good. That's not good. Yeah, I mean that's not good. If you've got that's no. I'm not going to talk about that now. I'll talk. Yeah, I'll talk to you privately about that. On Bourbon Street, isn't that the main street going through New Orleans? That's the main French Quarter, isn't it? Wait a minute, New Orleans. Wait, I thought it. New Orleans. What we know about the attack suspect Shamuddin Daba. The suspect was named as Army veteran. What? Inspired by. Yeah, I'm not going to mention them. White Ford F1. Why was I seeing a Mercedes? Where did I see that? There was another video out somewhere where where did I? Wait a minute. The most popular street. Tammy Pearson. If they had any real proof, they would show it. Who do you address? What do you mean? Who? If they had proof, they would show it. What are you on? What do you mean? If they had proof, they would show it. Tammy. That these guys are veterans, or what do you mean? Yeah, we're not gonna go into conspiracies or into politics here on here tonight. I don't mind discussing it, but we're not gonna. I get it. Everyone has their thoughts about it. Yeah, but we're not going to go into that. We're not going to start going into that. Okay, so just that everyone knows. Yes, Susan, they did. I mean, I do, and I feel so bad. I hope I don't get into trouble with Megan, but for the first 5-10 minutes, I thought it was Megan talking, and then when I saw the lady put a camera on, and then I went, ah, shit, yeah. So yeah. Now here's the thing about this whole situation that I'm going to say. Okay, and this is what I am going to say is that America has never experienced this type of stuff. Well, not the way we have here in the UK. We've had attacks. I mean, in the 70s, the 60s, 70s, and 80s to the around the mid 90s. I mean, when you got up in the morning, you would literally have to get on all your hands and knees and look underneath your car, for devices and stuff like that. So, this is an introduction, over the last 15 years, 10, 15 years. I don't know what's happened to people or humans, but, but yeah, I'm not going to get into that tonight or on here. I'm not going to discuss it. And that is me telling everybody, let's not discuss it, right? Because I don't want my stream to go into like this political conspiracy, because I'm not into that. I am not going to discuss it. And the thing is, it'll be totally out of context if I did, because I don't know half of what's happened. So, and I'd rather do my research and cross my T's and dot my I's before I discuss it. So, I hope everyone respects that, and I hope everyone, So if we can drop it, AVA, stop it, please. And that is my opinion, and we can do something. We can do something later, but right now the victims need to be remembered. So, but anyway. Yeah. So that happened. That's shit, really. I don't think. Yeah, I'm not going to go into it. I've already got my opinion. President Biden. Hang on a minute. I thought. Oh no, you still call him president, don't you? After they've. So I thought Donald Trump was president now, or has he been sworn in yet, or what's going on? Or is it just me? One sec. Oh my God, AVA, you and Jesus Christ. You met PJ Media, the paper, the truth tells the aspects of news in the United States, no theories, just facts. This is what Megan Fox writes for. I'll look into it, but at the end of the day, I check other sources as well. Because, like I said, everyone says it differently. So if you only go by one source, which I respect, Megan is quite a good journalist, but I like to do my research. You know, and one second. I like to do my research because the thing is, at the end of the day, we all, we need to remember. Let me see if this. Oh, look at that! There you go. There you go. There's my. Here's my show of solidarity to, for those who were unalived in the incidents in America. So when is on his 20th he will be sworn in on the 20th of January. Right. Okay. And I hope that you guys don't mind me putting up this candle. It's just me showing a little bit of solidarity and a little bit of respect to those who, unfortunately, were met their demise in these incidents. Oh, wait a minute. They were over here at some point. Yeah, Mother Nature at some point is going to go, come here, you. So anyway, how has everyone been doing, and how is everyone, doing now in the new year? So what do you think? Do you think things will get better in the United States with Trump as president, or, well, actual fact, I mean, I don't want, like I said, I don't want to go into politics, but he is a grafter. He is a grafter. I feel a disturbance in the force. 1 second. Is that you, darling?
Yes. You don't live in the house by yourself.
No, I don't live in a house by myself, but in fact, there's a lot of people in this chat who send their regards and love to you, and they all wish you a happy new year, and I wish a new coffee, please.
Yes, of course. The same to them, and good luck with everything.
Yes, oh my God. Do you know you look really sexy in those?
Really?
Yeah,
in
you
my
do.
baggy trousers.
No, you do. You look. Oh man! Oh shit! Your hands are cold. Get off. Anyway, sorry about that. Oh, AVA. Hey, do you know what? Can you? Do you know something? You want me to go and give her a hug? I'll wait till she comes back and I'll give her a hug. You should know me. You should know me. I might, my queen will always get my love and my hugs. And so will AVA as well. But you won't get a hug that I give, obviously, her. Right, Oh, God. Anyway, so as you've noticed, there's not a lot of negative talk shit about certain individuals. Don't forget Lisa. Okay. I know what you've been saying. And you got to be very careful what you say. Remember, cyber law, international law, and local law. Do your research. Anyway, so yeah. Oh, yeah. Schmigel. Yeah, Gollum will be back soon. Yeah. Ow. What was I going to say? So yeah. Can you imagine? I just imagine. Can you? Oh, right. Right. Let me ask you a question. Let me put it this way. Who think? Right. I'm gonna. no, I'm going to do it differently. I'm going to put a poll up. So just bear with me a sec. I am going to add a poll. Right. Okay. Oh, right, we need to take. I'll just take that away. There you go. And then there you go. Right. Okay, I'll give her a hug. Actually, fuck it, I'll give her a hug now. Hang on. Darling. Oh, shit. Your fucking hands are cold.
Go away.
Your hands are cold.
Go away.
Do you deliberately put them in the freezer? Oh, in the heart, darling. In the heart. There you go. I've gone and gave her a hug, and I was then sort of scared away by the fucking hat. I swear to God, she puts her hands in the freezer for 10 minutes before she touches me. Hey, Cajun Joe, how you doing, dude? We need to chat offline. Why do we need to chat offline? Thank you, darling.
I'm going to use the machine for 5 minutes.
Yeah, no problem. What machine? Wait a minute. What machine? Time machine?
No, the mixing machine.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. So there you go. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, Cynthia, I tell you one thing. Since you, I swear, I, right. Let me. Here's the thing, right? Our sense, yeah, this is the way we are. This is our character. I mean, like, this is why we are the way we are. You know, she's she has got a good sense of humor, actually. Yeah, pain in the ass, but good sense of humor. That's for sure. Yeah, I think 2025 is going to bring some unique, mm, crap. Cajun Joe, are you still here? What do you mean? We need to chat off. What? Oh. Hey, Cajun Joe, here's an idea. Here's an idea. Cajun Joe's still here. Cajun Joe, where are you? Guys, something else. If you want to chill out and something else, you want to chill out and you want to have fun, go on Facebook and look for Otter Creek Tube Town. Right, it's called Otter Creek Tube Town. Yeah, right, and go and join that. Go and say hello to people. It's a good group of people. Yeah. Oh yes, she is. Yes, she is. Oh yes, she is. Oh, sorry. We need to check. All right. Originally from New Orleans, still don't have many eyes on the ears. Also associated with a person. Oh. Um. Yeah, okay, John. I don't know if you know about that group, but it's, yeah. I don't even know how to link it. So, thanks for that. Let me ask someone. Let me get hold of one of the lionesses. Um, ooh. Oh my good God! You know, I've got so much I want to tell you guys. Um, Here's the thing. I know that a lot of you send it. Do you want me to tell her now, Palmers? Because I tell you, I'll go in there, I'll get in trouble, and I probably might you'll never hear me again, which a lot of people will be happy about. But I mean, I'll be more than happy to go in there and hello, Selena, Selena Cosme. Good afternoon, Happy New Year to you, and I hope that you had a good celebration and everything was fine. And welcome to the stream. Um, yes, 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 yes. Ooh, yeah. Can you give you can give you some local background? Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I mean, I'll touch base with you. I mean, just if you go on Facebook and look for that Otter Creek Tube Town group and jump in there, all right, and then just say hello, and then yeah. I mean, the thing is, I'm not going to do it right now, but I am. Oh no, that's it's all good. I am going to do some research. I am going to do some research on it, but I'm not going to discuss it yet because I don't want to, um, there's already a lot going on about it, but it's despicable that people do stuff like this, and it's a shame that that a lot of people have been seriously hurt and unalived due to this, and the fact that from what I've seen, it's been done by an active and a former veteran and an active soldier. So I'm a bit, you know, so God knows what's going on. And this is why I think that when it comes to doing security checks, and there should be checks done on people in training, in battalions, in regiments, in squadrons, on ships and everything else. People need to you know you know keep an eye on each other, because the thing is, right, in the old days, in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, right, um, people would there was like lesson you got lessons on the honey trap, people, or using blackmail or some sort of other different way to get a soldier to pass on personal, restricted information and shit like that. And these days, it's all. I'm sorry to say this, but there's a lot of people out there who who are easily manipulated, who are very easily manipulated, and it's just insane. You know, and just so you know, Otter Creek Tube Town is full of fantastic people. Um, I they're just absolutely fantastic. Oh right, okay, Eric. Yeah, that's another thing is that I've come across a lot of people who have been. Hi, David. welcome to the stream, dude. There's the things that I've noticed over the last few weeks that I called. I haven't mentioned anything. I haven't said anything, but I've called, and there's things that I'm glad. I'm not going to hold my breath, or I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. But I'm glad that certain things have occurred because now I can do what I need to do. I can be me, so that's good. But when it comes to this court case and everything else, actually, for that court case, let me have a look at the poll. Let me have a look at the poll. Let's have a look at the poll. Oh, wow. Okay. That's an interesting poll. Well, that is an interesting poll. That's a very interesting poll, ladies and gentlemen. 46 votes, 47 votes, 51, 19, 28, 2. Now, that I didn't expect. I didn't expect, depending on the charges from the court case. Okay. That was a good question. That was a good top. Can I blackmail me? You can try. I'm never ever going to give away the length of my man sausage, or how big my feet are, or what my hobbies are. Wait a minute. You already know from some of my hobbies. Well, not most of them, but some of them. But anyway, yeah, that's beside the point. Aussie Jen, you don't have to apologise. It's 4:30 in the morning. Why are you awake? Why are you awake? So there's a lot that's not making sense. Okay, Dad, what you after? I mean, like compliments like that, sunshine. Yeah. If I can or can't go and you said can you black, and I said not really, but okay. No, I am no way on this planet going into that kitchen right now with that machine working. That means she is on a mission. And when she is on a mission, even I am not brave enough to fucking do that. If they get prosecuted on a felony, it's jail time. Now, okay, let me put this to you now, Kirby. All right, and I'll put this to you guys, right? If you believe that they're going to hit jail, then hit that yes on that poll. If they're not going to go jail, then hit that no. All right. The other stuff, depending on charges and all that stuff, ignore that. If you think that everything that we've witnessed and seen and heard, and hi Jeff, happy New Year, buddy. All right. If you believe that that one of them or both are going to see jail, then hit that yes, because at the end of the day, it's irrelevant if depending on the charges or the financial burden, it's irrelevant. Then that's gone out the window. Because the thing is, everything that's been said and that's been shown over the last 5 months or since all this has been going on, from the day it started, right? Every single shred of evidence goes against them. And the fact that Bruce has jumped on this money train and thinking that he can make some bucks out of this just proves how much of a failure he is. Everything has been revolving around fame, clout, money. When it comes to the truth, or when it comes to facts or anything else, you're having an argument with a dresser. Hammer. Use a hammer on it. Wait, hang on a minute. Let me rephrase that. Are we talking about a dresser with drawers, or are we talking about a person who dresses you for a wedding or for a dress or something like that? Before I respond to that one. Yeah. Oh shit. Oh, Copperwise, hi, buddy. Happy New Year to you. To be perfectly honest with you, if it comes to the court cases in Florida, I mean, I'm talking about the federal case, right? The federal case, they're going to get slapped the shit out of them. When it comes to the cases in Florida, the trespass, that case, I doubt very much that case has got anything on it. It'll go to court and they're going to lose big time. That's not the trespass. That's Lisa. Sorry, that's Lynette and John. They're going to lose big time because the thing is, everything that was done on that day was legal. It was legal, right? And Bruce tried to make that court case into a big thing, right? The only reason they got trespass is because Corporal Gregory, right, was not just protecting them, but he was protecting both sides. Now, if I'd have been Corporal Gregory, I would have probably done the same thing because it protects them, right? But at the same time, why did he do that? Why did he trespass? Because um, there was, was there anything said privately or hinted at? And the thing is, if there's no body camera or body camera footage, we don't know. We can only speculate. We can't accuse or allege. We can only speculate. So, and the fact that hi, MyPretty, and the fact that and I'm talking about Bruce, called it invasion. It wasn't invasion. These individuals were there, invited by Lloyd to help him remove his property from said property after receiving a message to vacate said property. This is the whole thing. We need to stay on that topic because at the end of the day, if we start, if people go, oh, is it trespass? No, the trespass was done afterwards. Oh, hello. Oh, there's a reason why you're putting food in front of there. I'm supposed to kiss you. Give us a kiss. Okay. Give me a kiss. Do it now. Thank you very much. So, at the end, as far as I'm concerned, the Trespass 5, I call them the Fab 6. I actually call them the Fab 6, the Fabulous 6. You are? And the thing is, Corporal Gregory, they can't touch him. He's got immunity. So, I like to see them. I'm really looking forward to seeing them or seeing Bruce trying to fucking take him through the ringer, because the union alone, let alone the police lawyer, I mean, it's a losing battle. So I'm surprised they're still sort of, I'm very surprised that it's still. I don't know if it's being dropped or not, and I don't really care because I know for a fact when that goes to court, this is where the problems will start for Lynette. This is where the problems will start for Lynette, because the thing is, right, they're going to lose that case. They're going to lose it. And when they lose that case, they're going to pay out. They're going to end up paying out. They're going to end up losing. So that means, right, that if they lose that trespass case, when they go to the federal courts, they're going to have nothing. Because in the trespass course, they'd probably have to pay lawyers' fees. They'd have to pay compensation, right? Because there's video footage. And here's something that a lot of people don't realize. Travis was wearing a body cam. He was wearing a GoPro. There's that footage. There's other footage that we haven't seen. Everyone is relying on the footage that we've seen, the video, right? And that's it. We don't have, or let me get this right. We have not seen all the footage from every individual who was filming. You've got Diana filming. You've got Therese filming, right? You've got Brett filming. You've got Travis filming, and so there's a lot of footage that people haven't seen. Happy New Year, Heather. There's a lot of footage that people haven't seen that can come back to bite, and this is where they're making their assumptions, and their assumptions are going to dig them into a deeper hole than they're already in. And this is what people are missing. People are individuals watch these live streams, or they watch the videos, and they watch it for 2.5 hours or an hour and a half, and they go, fucking hell, that was bad. And then obviously the video with with John Cook being arrested, okay, and then we see all the pictures, the evidential pictures that have been taken by the police. Now, if you look at the CZ, the Pew Pew, right, that had its clip or magazine missing, right? If you look inside, there's a human hair inside that. That means that thing hasn't been used for quite a while, right? And the fact that it was also dirty as well, that means it hasn't been used for a while. However, when you see pictures like where you've got a whole box of ammunition, but there's one missing, but when you look into when they actually show a picture of the revolver with the rounds in, none of those rounds have been fired. They're all new rounds. So that means, why is there one round missing? Why is there one round missing out that box? You don't lose a round. Hi, Deborah. Happy New Year to you. Hi, Gary. No, Gary, it hasn't. Travis's GoPro has not been released. And the thing is, like, if you go and watch that video, you will notice that at no time were they trying to record her. They were recording what they were doing, right? Just like, and I'm not trying to justify some of this stuff, but at the end of the day, Jeremy hit the nail on the head when he says you have to record, right? Not just to make sure that you've got, there's accountability, but there's also witness. The camera is a witness, right? And by myself watching that, I was absolutely. And then you got the contradictory shit as well. She's going, oh, we don't have, going doing all these GoFundMe. Oh, we don't have money for food. But she's trying to ask for fucking items for the caravan, for the RV, for the car, and everything else, right? She never mentions. She mentions the child when she wants something, but she doesn't mention the child like, oh, I need to get the child this, I need to get a child that, I need to get her this, I need to get that. Then the contract term, oh, no one can come anywhere near my child, no one should record my child, yeah. But here we've got Biscuit Boy filming that child at the flea market. We've got Biscuit Boy filming that child at the property. And not just that, and then we've got the fleas and everyone else on that property. 15 people, probably more. Other people with children. So you can either take it one way or you can take it the other way. Right? You've got cry wolf or cry wolf louder. And then they want to say that, we're attacking, we're doing this, we're doing that, we're doing this. And people, this is our opinion. When we see something that is wrong, we will say something. When you've got someone going around, crying wolf, and not just once, but multiple times in her lifespan, right? And then lying about it publicly, online, on video, to the police. I mean, what else? What other proof do people need to know that? Well, hang on a minute, you're full of shit. You're full of shit. Here's the evidence. I mean, what else do you need? When you've got someone going, oh, you can't be near my child, she's got a deadly disease, and all this crap. But then 5 minutes later, right, you got a child sitting in a vehicle with a woman, right, who they've only met a few months ago. 5-6 months ago. Now, had it been Marla or Patty or someone she actually does know, right? Okay, good argument. But here's the thing: Lisa and her sidekicks and whoever else is fucking sitting in their little pool of cesspit, okay? The only reason they are on in regards of all of this. The only reason they are involved is because of one person, because the hatred and everything else they've got towards one fucking person. Use common sense. Get rid of all the gibberish. Get rid of all the crap, and think straight down that line. Because before, if you go back, right? If you go back, you wouldn't hear Lynette or John Cook's name being mentioned by them, but you'll hear Jeremy's name being mentioned. This is from her side personally, and probably from Robbie as well. It's all about Jeremy. It's a fucking vendetta. It's a character assassination. I've been saying this for fucking a long time, right? And then suddenly you got this shit going on with Lynette, Preston, and everything else. Here's the thing: a lot of people don't know that this is not just the first time she's done this. It's not the first time she's done this. It's not the first time she's fucking used her female intuition to cause this type of shit. Now, I'm not going to say it publicly because at the end of the day, I like to have my T's crossed and my I's dotted, but I can assure you this is not the first time. And something else what you need to take into consideration. Why would you use 4 different surnames, 4 different variations of your name to live in 4 different places in Florida? West Rotunda, Port Charlotte, Northport, Otter Creek. Why was there no mention about all this? Why has she never mentioned the fact that she's lived in all these towns prior to going to Otter Creek? It starts to fucking put everything's starting to come into everything's starting to fit. It's like a zip. You're pulling that zip up really slowly, really slowly. And what she doesn't realize, what she's doing and everyone else is doing, which they don't fucking realize they're doing, is what they're doing. They're pulling that zip down and they're opening up more and more, and they're showing more and more of the fucking facts and the truth. It's very easy for everyone to jump on a bandwagon and go, oh, this, that, oh yeah, this happening, cool, blah, 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 and all that crap. But if you step out of that box and you step away and you look at everything, and you see a smoke signal from over there, you see that over there, you see this here, you see that there, you'll start seeing a pattern. Glory, your solidarity is appreciated, sir. I don't know if that was towards me or someone else, but right now I need to go to the bathroom because the Dr. Pepper is coming up because I got sent 5 trillion billion boxes of Dr. Pepper. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Pressed the wrong button. Right. So here's yes, Deborah Millinger. Here's the thing. I'm talking specifically of addresses used in Florida within the 2013 year.
I'm not talking about over a period of a long period. I am talking about one specific year. And it's very easy to get confused, and it's very easy to get sidetracked by everything else. Now, I've got my utmost respect for Jeremy Hells and George, for Tug, Megan, and Shizzy, and everyone else. But if they concentrate on the facts of everything, right? Anything that's relevant to the case is good. Uh, but if when you go digging and you watch the personalities, the individuals who, regardless of what they say may be true or false, everyone involved, you've got one party who are specifically involved in all this for the hatred, and basically they just want to destroy the character of Jeremy Hells. That's fact. There's no ifs or buts about that. That is actual fact. All right. Because they haven't just done it to him, but they've done it to multiple people. Right. And it's very hard to explain it, where I'm not here to grab your hand and walk you through everything that I found. What you need to do is that you need to look at each individual involved in this court case, involved in this drama and toxicity and everything else, and you need to go through everything they have done even before they got involved in this court case. Go beyond that. Because when you go beyond that, what you'll do is then notice and see a pattern of behavior. And when you start seeing a pattern of behavior, you then look at it from a perspective of, oh, right, from an outside perspective, so to speak. And then you look at the behavior that's going on now, and you'll notice a pattern or an MO. And that pattern there is exactly what should be seen. And a lot of people are missing it. LP is from the time where no cell phone, so she has learned how to twist her words just enough to wiggle out of lies. Now with video and text, she can't do that. You can't. Kirby, how can I put it? They have been caught out. They've been caught out in so many variations of lies, deflection, subterfuge. I mean, like when Shara was bringing out the proof and evidence, I sat here and I was like, wow. Because some of that shit, even absolutely, Malin, absolutely. That is without fact that child, right, needs to be in a home where, one, has got a roof over her head, two, has a warm bed, three, has a clean and hygienic and good environment, and four, has someone who is loving and doesn't use her doesn't weaponize her or use her as a tool to gain financial gain or anything else. Now, I don't give a flying fuck what anyone thinks of my opinion, but the fact is there is way too much proof and evidence out there to say otherwise. I mean, like, I'm not a psychologist. I don't know how these people think or why they behave the way they do. But sometimes after I like last night after I finished watching Shizzy and that, I went and played a game to decompress, and the whole time, all I could see was Deuce Keelnose fucking foreskin sitting in that room opposite Shara with the biggest grin on his face because he knew that he was intimidating her. Because the thing is, if you go back and watch videos where they have been on the same platform with Jabba the Hutt, aka David Michael T, right? You'll notice the way he is smiling and everything else, right? You'll notice his behavior, and also you'll notice his behavior over the last few months, the way he's been with women, the way he talks to women, And then as soon as he talks like that to a man, and someone stands up against, and the man responds, yeah, he suddenly becomes nervous. He starts sweating. He snouts fucking blowing the old trump. So at the end of the day, you guys need to. What's that? We used to call it a blinker with a horse. A horse with blinkers. That you won't see what's from to your left to your right. All you'll see is what's in front of you. Take those blinkers off, people. Take them off. Do your research. Do your checks. Use your due diligence. And don't let people, that includes me or anyone else, don't let us convince you what we're saying is gospel. We're saying, like, I speak for myself. I'm saying what I see, my opinion. And if you don't agree with it, fine. That's brilliant. That brings us to a constructive conversation where we agree to disagree, or we agree to, or we disagree to agree. And that's how communication works. When I do these live streams and I talk about this topic, it's constructive, it's comment, it's journalistic, and we need to remember that. Now, other people want to go on a hate campaign, they want to threaten people, they want to try and intimidate people. I've got one word for them. Well, okay, two. Fuck off. No one cares. Okay, that's more than 2 words, but hey. But everyone, if you do, I mean, there's one thing I have noticed. I've noticed a lot of people have done this, are starting to do their own research. And they are starting to see the light, and they are starting to see the truth. And that's I don't know if it's a habit, if it's a bad habit of me always repeating myself, saying, hey, go and do your own research. But do it. And I'm not just talking about the fleas. I'm talking about everyone involved. I mean, like, you don't have to do any research on Jeremy, because all you have to do is go to his fucking channel and go and go and check all the videos, and then go all the way to the back, and then start watching. Because one thing I can assure you of, Jeremy has been upfront the whole time. He hasn't hid anything. Yes, sometimes he's a bit, full of it and all that, but that's him playing up to the camera. But if you listen to what he says, not how he says it, and you watch how he is, and you watch these videos, he genuinely did care and does care about Otter Creek. He does care about the people there. He does care what happens. He does care about everything he does. He's a human being, for crying out loud. Human beings make mistakes. But everything he has said and everything that he's shown people is fact, truth. Now, do I want clout from? No, I don't. Because if it would be the other way around, I'd be saying exactly the same thing. I don't care. What I care about are the facts and the truth, with evidence. And so far, only one side in this court case, right, has shown constructive, concrete proof. Now, if you were a part of a jury, what would you depend on? What would you want from this whole court case? Let's see what the answers are. What would you want, guys? What would you want from this? And I'm going to leave the floor is now open. You can put your own answers in, and I'll watch the answers. And this Dr. Pepper is fucking awesome. See what he has done. What he is doing to him and what? Well, Marlon, I don't know. 1 minute a mother's dead and then alive and then dead and alive. Who knows? Okay. Fort Leavenworth breaking rocks. Crowbar Hotel. That is Glory. That is true. She has turned down professional help, and I've said it before, and I've said it multiple times. She needs a psychological evaluation. They both do. And after everything that I've seen people say, not you guys, I'm talking about the opposition of Jeremy Hells. I think a lot of people need psychological evaluation, and not just because of this situation, but because of everything. But like I said, I'm not going to get involved in that. That's none of my business. All this could have been put. You know, I mean, this is what get. Hi Hannah. Hi Anna. Welcome. Hi. Happy New Year, by the way. This is what I can't get. This is where I can't get my head around this. If you if you receive a cease and desist. Hi, she never says Happy New Year. Thank you. If you receive a cease and desist, either they didn't comprehend or understand what was being said in that cease and desist because of the terminology, or they did, they showed it to someone, they explained what it was, and they went, fuck it, don't care. Because the fact of the matter is, if she's now received another cease and desist from from Connie, I believe it was. Now, I didn't see the date on it, but if you received another cease and desist, why is Lynette still flapping her gums? Why is Lynette still talking about this shit? These are the Mary 1, dresser 0. Finally got it to, nice. Was it from IKEA by any chance? Lisa Lewoski, I don't think it's just about money. I don't think it's about money. There's more to this than we're all seeing, right? I mean, the thing is, there's a lot of underground talk about children and adoptions and stuff like that. And I'm not going to go into that unless I've done the research myself and I've had used my own due diligence on stuff. I am not going to say anything because that's where a lot of other people are making a mistake. They're just flapping their gums and they're not doing their research, and that's very easily done, and it is. I've been on that receiving end myself. I made a mistake, but I rectified it. That's for sure. I don't think jail would actually help. I think it would just make it worse. I think what my personal opinion, and this is no way meaning that I want to put her down. She's a human being. Human being makes mistakes. I believe she needs to be institutionalized in an environment where she can get the correct help. I don't think jail would actually do that. Jail is basically like you're just marking time. You're literally marking time, and that's it. And jails, I don't know. I mean, I would have to talk to rats or anything, or talk to someone who knows about, facilities like that. But the thing is, jails are well known that they just put you in a box and that's it. You can do courses, and yeah, you do get therapy, but that therapy is more based on getting you away from, recommitting. But a lot of people recommit when they leave jail. So, Joe, 5-year conviction, maximum prison, all costs is false accusations of heinous child abuse, maximum penalty for the facts alone. I'm angry. All who repeated the vile, evil accusation of them prison. What do you mean, Joe? Is that that's? Am I reading that wrong? Can someone please read that out and explain to me? Did I read that right? Child, yeah, you know, child. I mean, I don't think it's child abuse. I think it's child endangerment. Well, yeah, okay, it's abuse, but um, a judge would have to refer the defendant for possible charges for prosecution. They have prison mental institute. Yes, I do. I know, Joe. That's what I meant. Did I say that? Did I say? Yeah. No. Yeah, I did. No, I didn't. Yeah. Like a mental prison institute. Yeah, because I know that some prisons do actually have wards or wings that are specifically for people with mental health issues, where they do actually get good treatment and they get looked after and they get they get help, which is that's what she needs. But at the end of the day, like I said, I'm not a psychologist. Um, from the behavior, I think she needs it. People say she's got Munchausen syndrome. Um, I mean, yeah. Yes, Joe. I watched What the Hells, and I heard the recording. Yeah, yeah. And in a way, now that all this is coming together, and we're hearing it, properly. I'm not surprised why Jeremy is so fucking angry. I mean, considering this has been going on for over 2 years now, but it is getting stupid. It's just getting ridiculous. It's just getting ridiculous. And then what gets me is that other people wanted to then start playing dirty and involving his own family, and he's already mentioned it multiple times. You know, and what's pissing me off is the fact that he has to sit there and explain himself when he hasn't done anything wrong. Oh, that reminds me. That reminds me of something I need to do. I need to prep a video just in case. I need to do a video just in case. Put that on my external. I mean, here's one thing that pushed me over the line was when I heard that clip. Christmas, they're having a Christmas party. You've got adults walking around, probably half drunk. Speculation. I mean, after seeing that box in the fire, that light, cool light or whatever, that was a large box of beer. So if that means they had that means they had other type of alcohols there as well. And the fact that they also had fireworks close to flammable materials, they had, and then to hear Lynette say that to a child about putting her in a shed. Yeah, and then you got fucking Womble Gob trying to talk over it so you didn't hear it. Hi, Belinda. I mean, that's that I can't get over with. Yeah, 2 cases of beer. Yeah, and I'm glad you met. Where are you, Belinda? Where that message go? Belinda Rogers. Hello. Yeah, talking about about Jabba the Hoot. Talking about him and his mouth. He likes to make out that he is very well spoken, very posh, and everything else. Playing the mental health card and the autism card. Now, I'm not going to have a dig at him about that because unless don't really give a fuck about the guy anyway. I find it quite interesting that he doesn't realize the amount of fucking shitstorm that's coming towards him and them. Because I just remembered something when Belinda actually said that about the DUI guy. Now, if you remember the posts he made or the comments he made about him being approached by Bruce about a settlement and everything else. Now, I've watched DUI guy videos, quite a few of them actually. and I've watched him as a lawyer. Bruce, if or anyone who's listening on behalf of Bruce outside this stream right now, yeah, Bruce, when you do go to court and you see DUI guy coming in, make sure you got your gum shield with you, because I tell you one thing, I doubt very much he's going to hold any of his punches. I think that you fucking poked something that you shouldn't have poked. That guy, the comments and everything he said, I really don't want to be in your shoes when that court case happens, because you've probably poked something that you shouldn't have poked. Just saying. I think DUI guy is gonna fucking hammer the shit out of you for what you've tried to do. And I think that everyone that you've dragged into that shit with the thumbnail case and everything else, I personally think they should do a countersuit, a class action countersuit against you, like Lynette Preston and Joe. It's going to be like watching fucking Rocky 3 or Rocky 4. When did he? I must destroy you. What's Vladimir? What's his name again? What was that? 3 or was that 4? Was that Rocky 3 or Rocky 4? What one was that? Oh, Marlon, I'll tell you one thing. I would love that, and it's because I played that. Look, I don't care. Right, I don't care how much clout they've got. I would love to be doing American Truck Simulator with Megan, with MG Law, and with Flux and everyone else. But the thing is, I don't think it'll be appropriate right now, because of obviously the loss that people have experienced, that these individuals have experienced over Christmas. You know, I mean, I went through it myself, losing a close friend. But I don't think it's appropriate right now for me to push it. But I swear to God, I would love it. I would just. But one thing I would say is that I would be driving behind them, because I've seen how they drive, and yeah. But I did speak to Flux. Flux, she's been playing it for a while, because she knew exactly what I was talking about the other night when I went, oh yeah, we need to get on together and use some mods, and I'll drive around in a cop car while you drive the trucks, and I'll pull you over for 5 minutes. But yeah, but going back to this whole shit thing. But yeah, DOI guy. Excuse me. When he came, right, here's one thing I noticed when he came back. Now, and everyone puts on a persona when they're in front of the camera, but he had that typical Italian haircut, right? And when he went live, and he just went, "Hi, I'm back, and I'm coming fucking for you." I don't think a lot of people clocked on. Well, they probably did, but they didn't clock on straight away that he was like going, "Right, I'm back. Let's fucking do this." And he has been. This is exactly what Bruce should have done. He should have kept his fucking mouth shut. He should have kept in the background. He shouldn't have been on any of the platforms, because not one of these people who've got a license to practice law have done what he has done. Not even Scott Stark has fucking done what Bruce has done. So you tell me. No, I already blow my nose. Don't. Oh, I'll blow my nose. I've been told to blow my nose, so I'm going to blow my nose. Fucking blow my nose. Blow your nose. Blow your nose. Blow your nose. There you go. Happy? I'll blow my nose. Blow your nose all the time. Blow your nose. Yeah. Blow your nose. Yeah. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that case. Because that one thing I can assure you of, I don't care what any other platform says, right? One thing I can assure you of is that seeing DOI guy, the way 45 seconds in, he destroyed a fucking cop. He just literally took that cop's fucking story and just went fucking goodbye. Now, if he can do that to a veteran cop, a cop who's been a cop for a long time, right? Oh, oh shit! Fucking DOI, please, DOI guy, do it. Fucking destroy that piece of shit. And then the fact that he then contacts a person in Northport, I think it was. I don't know what her name is. I don't really care because I don't like naming people like that. But the fact that he contacted that person's fucking employer, who happens to be a legal firm, yeah, I think the shit's going to hit the fan there as well. So, hey, Bruce, do you have any other qualifications besides talking shit? I love you too, Malin. Right? Do you have any other qualifications between, cleaning toilets out and stuff like that is very easy. But do you have any other qualification? I mean, they could always use it as a sail. I mean, all you have to do is lay on your back and let your nose, yeah. Um, because I think you're going to need it. Yeah. I mean, I'm sorry about it. Yeah, now that I've blown my bloody Marlin, now that I've blown my nose, it's fucking blocked now. Excuse me for a second. Just mute my mic. 1 second. That's exactly true. Oh, by the way, my pretty, would you like to come and join me? Come and join me, my pretty. Come on. Come on in. Come on in. I want you to come and join me. Oh, God, I'm going to get it now. I'm going to get it now. Who the fuck are you talking to, you fucking... Come on, my pretty. Come and join me. Come and join me. I'm ready for you. No, change frames, so I'm ready for you. Come on. You still got the link. The link should work. Oh, shit, wait a minute. Don't say anything else, mate. You're scaring me now. Don't talk to me like that. I left a nice comment on. Do you know what? I wouldn't even do that copper wise. It's absolutely a waste of energy. Um, I can remember when he put that like those songs up, and as soon as I'd done it, he got insulted because yeah. And the best part is that, like, you know if you can't dish out, if you can't take your own medicine, then don't dish it out. Come on, please wake us up. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god.
Messages are in that stream.
Are you
Find it.
are you hearing it? Look, I mean, really?
Look, can you believe the mess that man wrote in that letter today?
What letter? Have I missed something?
Oh my God, you've not seen the letter yet?
No.
Okay, I put it in where I keep all my stuff private. It's in there. So how about this? How about old Deuce Manskin has decided he's going to try to be like Shizzy and write a letter to Larry, the DUI guy. And he is basically calling Larry out and telling Larry that he's an unprofessional lawyer because he's not covering the case right. And I mean, it is so bad. It's like 3 pages long. It's terrible. It is the grossest display from an attorney to another attorney that I've ever seen in my life.
Hang on, let me turn you up a little bit. You're a little bit quiet. So one sec.
But you need to go look at it because
Yeah,
everybody.
right. You keep these guys entertained. I'm going to read this shit.
Okay, all
I
right.
didn't even. Oh, what a good start.
Oh,
Happy.
wait till you see it. Just wait.
I'm taking you from
My
Shizzy's.
deal blew up today with everybody texting me about the letter that this LOL actually sent. I can't believe it, guys. It's just like the perfect New Year's gift. I loved it. It was wonderful. I've never seen anything like it in my life. And what he's doing now I'm gonna tell y'all what he's doing, and you see if I'm right or if I'm wrong. What he's doing is he's trying to goad Larry into covering more of this case.
Yep.
Whether it's good or bad, doesn't matter. But if Larry talks about it, you've got all of Larry's 200 some thousand subscribers or whatever. I don't know how many he's got now, but you've got all of them now talking about it, listening about it, because Bruce wants the exposure. Bruce wants to be great. Bruce wants to be the name on everybody's lips. He loves it. He craves it. It's like a crack to him. He wants it so bad. And
Oh my fucking god.
the sad part is he will never, ever, ever be half the lawyer or half the man that Larry Foreman is. It just won't happen. But did I lie to you? Did I lie to you?
Oh Jesus Christ.
Ain't that some shit? Ain't that just ridiculous? I mean, I've never seen anything like that in my whole life. That that a bar licensed attorney in Connecticut and Massachusetts. So let's not forget, he doesn't just have a bar license in Connecticut, he also has a bar license in Massachusetts.
Oh,
And he
wait, hang
was
on a minute. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. I need to say this. There's a comment he's saying on page 3, I think it is. It said all of the attacks against me by Fox Talk, Shizzy, yourself, and other channels begging to become relevant. Actual fact, I've never ever begged to be relevant. I was pushed to this point, and I accepted it gracefully by people who I care for, um, and I'm grateful for what they did. And I am nothing compared to these individuals. So I can't. But thank you, Bruce, for adding me to your gibberish. To be
it's more
polite.
than that's just bullshit. It ain't gibberish. That's just
Fucking
pure
hell.
bullshit.
Oh,
Let's
madam.
just tell the truth. Let's be completely honest and lay all our cards on the table. And hello, Vicky. That's just pure bullshit. When you and I sit down later and we go through this,
Uh huh.
we always do stuff. There's so many things in that letter.
Oh
You're gonna be
shit.
like, you got to that part, huh?
Oh shit. A fucking brick.
I te- I did text Larry. Yes, I did. I texted Larry and I said, "Are you reading this shit?" I said, "Look, I figured out what you can give me for New Year's." I said, "I want you to nail his ass to the wall, legally, legally, legally." But I've never seen
Why? Hang
anything.
on. How?
Oh,
Why is it that Bruce? Sorry to interrupt you. Why is it that Bruce always makes this fucking this statement, making up defamatory lies and threatening my livelihood? Why does he say that when he's doing it himself? And the fact that the fact that he actually categorically lied through his fucking teeth when he accused people of doxing his phone number and his email, when his phone number and his email are on Yelp, Yellow Pages, LinkedIn, and other fucking websites where he's put his contact info and his website on.
How about he puts it on every dadgum letter that he writes, every email, he puts his information
There
out
you
there
go. Good point. Well presented. Carry on.
because he's wanting the attention. See, Bruce, people think Bruce is doing this for Bruce. Bruce wants his name out there. He wants everybody to look at him, and he's hoping that Larry will take the bait, and that Larry will go on X, and he'll go on his YouTube, and he'll go on Facebook, and then he'll start jumping on it with, jumping in Bruce's mess, and therefore Bruce's name gets out there more. Bruce
Yeah,
is all.
because he wants it. Yeah, because he wanted PR. Bruce, I can remember like when I was challenging him in regards of a couple of different things. Um, he actually said, "Yeah, I want PR. You're giving me PR and everything else." Yeah, he wants PR. I get that, and he's been trying to do it. The thing is, his goal for his PR, for his name to get out there, is about this case that where he's on a disciplinary board for this mac and cheese and shit like that. That's what he wants. He wants people to mention that. Okay, I just said it. Ooh, shit. Right? But here's the thing. While he's concentrating so much on trying to rub his own ego and everything else, he's basically been neglecting his duties as a lawyer to his client and has jumped on platforms with people who have been going after Jeremy Hales on a personal vendetta.
Mm.
I mean, I've just read that and I'm like, what the fuck? Larry is gonna fucking. Oh, I want to be. If I'm gonna fucking sell everything I own and I'm coming to the States for that court case, that's for sure.
Oh, look, I even got one better. Guess who shared it in the Facebook groups? None other than Miss Marla May herself. Marla Hughes shared.
No shit.
Oh yeah, what a dumbass. I'm sorry, excuse my language, but that's truly how I feel, and I know that's how y'all feel too. This letter is he is trying his best to get Larry to cover him because see, Larry hasn't covered any of this. Larry hasn't covered anything.
That's true.
Because Larry is a professional and Larry was involved in a court case. So therefore, you don't go on Facebook, you don't go on social media, and
Yeah.
you don't talk about this stuff.
Well, no, Larry
only
was a defendant in that court case.
Right.
So therefore, he's done that. He's taken the professional steps to not make any public comment, and rightly so.
But now Larry's not a defendant in that case. Now the gloves are off because he is physically calling Larry out, and then and also calling out MG Law. Wait till MG Law sees it and he gets a hold of it.
Well,
What Larry,
Malin thinks the letter is a trap. It could be. It could. I mean, it could be. And I mean, the thing is, Bruce is really good at antagonizing people to get a reaction.
oh yeah,
Because,
completely. It's gaslighting because he is hoping that Larry gets mad enough to come back and say something to him, and then Bruce can say something back to Larry, and then it's going to be covered on all these YouTube channels again, and
Yeah.
it's get his story out there. He said that in the letter he says that none of his clients know about this case, and they never will.
Yeah.
What
No, they will. They
what
will.
clients? What clients? I'm confused. What clients? Homeboy is having to beg for money for travel expenses. Okay, he's having to beg for money for travel expenses because he can't afford it. His
Yeah.
wife is working 2 jobs. He's an attorney. What clients? I just
I
don't
mean,
get it.
I've got lists. I've got 2 screenshots. I did a little bit of search because this came up before about him and him like being busy with clients and stuff like that. Unfortunately, this website didn't show any dates, but it does give the court case reference number. Now, I haven't publicized them. This is probably the first time. No, it's the second time I've mentioned them, and I'm not going to publicize them because I'm not going to give him any clout whatsoever. However, if I get asked by certain individuals, would you send me that? I would go, yeah, sure. I would send them that. I would then hand it over to the relevant people who need that information
do their own research and background checks and everything else. Because if you are a lawyer and you have got all these clients, then why are you spending most of your fucking time in the last 3 months, 4 months on a platform that is just based on a hate campaign and character assassination and grifting? Why are you not following? Why are you not taking a page out of Mr. Sockett's, Mr. Stark's, or Sean Martin's, or anyone else's who haven't even said a peep on any platform?
Hey, look, Sean Martin has his own YouTube. He has his own YouTube channel. The lawyer, Sean Martin is the lawyer that Lynette had in Ohio for for the contempt of court that we're still waiting on the judgment from. Okay,
Yeah,
he has his own YouTube channel. Wonder why he hasn't covered it. Makes you wonder, don't it?
it does. Shall
It just
we?
makes
Shall,
you
shall
wonder.
we? Shall we delve into that? Shall we just go? What could possibly go wrong?
Exactly. People have enough sense. I gotta hand it to the other lawyers involved in this. Silverman had enough sense that he didn't go on YouTube and Facebook. This dude is Deuce is a lawyer. He is a lawyer. He is an officer of the court.
Yeah,
And this is how he talks to another officer of the court. Now, if he had sent a professional letter, you know what? I would have still joked him because I think he's a joke. But I would have said, that's your business. You do your thing,
hmm
whatever. But no, he's going to go try to pull this stuff. And what it is Shizzy's getting so much attention for the letters that he's writing to Bruce that Bruce wants that bad. Bruce wants to be relevant so bad.
yeah.
He wants to be important.
Shizzy is. I mean, like I didn't even know about Shizzy until I don't. I think there was like a letter he wrote, and I think Tug and Megan were reading it or something. And then that's when I went and I think Shizzy is fucking hilarious. Um, I think he is one person who I would want to have at a party. I'll be honest with you. Uh, yes, Cajun Joe. Larry did initially do some coverage, but he then realized what the fuck was going on, and then he went, "Nope, not playing." Yeah, I
Right.
don't. Yeah,
Once Larry got served with papers and he became a defendant in the case, Larry stopped because that's the proper thing to do. When you're
exactly.
involved in a court case, look, I know everybody, at least here in America, knows about the Karen Reed trial. Okay, we've all seen it. It starts back up again this month. I have yet to see Alan Jackson, her attorney, in any Facebook group that has anything to do with the Karen Reed trial, commenting, posting, or having anything to say about the case.
hmm
I've yet to see that happen. Now, he may go, if they ask him questions like news stations out there and they're interviewing, they ask him a question,
Yeah.
he may speak briefly, he's concise, to the point, and he walks away.
I mean, to be perfectly honest with you, I'm very surprised that the news hasn't caught up on this yet.
It's
I know it's not relevant because Bruce isn't relevant, but the thing is, what's going on here is not just conspiracy, but there's also failure failure from the DA, from a judge, from a police law enforcement. There's a lot of failure, and CPS. There's a lot of failure that's occurred, and I'm surprised that. I mean, okay, Channel 20 covered, certain things, but I think that like a lot of stuff needs to be made public. I think that some news broadcasts or some news site should, because then maybe something will get done about the what's it called, about the inconsistencies that are happening within the government departments, such as the DA, the police, and courts.
well, he's Deuce is wanting this to go global. He's wanting this to go bigger than it is. He's wanting it to happen. Well, I mean, This man has got something seriously wrong with his brain. There's some serious stuff wrong up there. I'm telling y'all. You know, his elevator just don't quite reach the top. It really
Yeah.
don't.
I mean,
And
to be
he
honest with you, I think that he got promoted to branch manager when he fell out the stupid tree and hit every branch on the way down.
yeah,
Um,
he tried to climb back up.
well, no, he volunteered.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, this whole fucking Kate, this whole scenario is just. I mean, like, I think like Paramount Studios probably might look at this, but everyone else are going to go, "Fuck no, don't want to get no." I mean,
It's
who would play Lynette? Would it be? I mean, this conversation happened a long time ago, where we were talking about who would play who in this whole thing. And to be perfectly honest with you, I mean, Hollywood couldn't make this shit up.
oh no.
Um,
There's not a scriptwriter out there that could write this. You can't get any better than real life. And I mean, trust me, I grew up with a mama that watched Young and the Restless and As the World Turns and Guiding Light and Bold and the Beautiful. Those are soap operas over here. And so I've seen some twists and turns in the story now. I tell you, I've seen a lot.
Right.
But
Well,
you,
let me put this. Let me ask you a question, my dear.
yes,
Let's get down into the nitty gritty. Multiple months ago, there was a person on the platform with the fleas,
okay,
and this person had something to do with the adoption case.
right, the attorney.
Yes, the attorney. All right, and even the attorney made a mention of saying that there was a discrepancy. Okay,
She did.
now why has that suddenly gone quiet? Why haven't the aunties or the nieces or whoever's why is that gone? Why has that suddenly gone quiet? Why is um, I mean, I don't want to say too much because there's other conversation going on, but I find it quite interesting that they've done the same thing with a lot of stuff they've actually said and has deflected, thinking
Yeah,
that people have forgot about it, but I haven't, and I find it quite strange with proof now the way she treats that child. You know,
yeah.
so this lady who made these comments and everything, why isn't she part of this court case?
I don't know. Unless the thing that was wrong was a big thing. She didn't stipulate what was wrong. She just said there was a discrepancy and she was working on it. Um, I can tell you that I have spoken to Olga myself. That's the biological aunt, and I've spoken to Jessica, and they are two of the nicest, kindest people that you would ever want to meet. And they truly love this child
Mm,
that is a part of their family. And they are scared for her, they are worried for her,
like many people are.
and they just don't know what else to do. They don't know what else to do. They're still fighting the fight. They're still doing whatever they can do. But sometimes you just got to wait till the other person implodes,
Hmm.
and then you can step in and pick up the pieces. I know that sounds bad, and and for this baby girl's sake, it is bad, but sometimes that's what you got to do.
Yeah.
You
And
know.
Night Owl just made a comment. Northport has more hidden information. I mean, when there's videos, excuse me, there's videos from Northport, um, which I saw a long time ago. I don't even know where they are now. I don't really care, to be honest. But there is a lot of information in Northport that hasn't been said yet. There's a lot of there's a lot that hasn't been said yet, and now that people are now slowly and surely stepping up to the plate and stepping up to the truth and coming out and speaking, I think the more people do that, the sooner this whole horror story is going to come to an end.
Look, the thing about Northport, there was a video, and Lynette was showing her backyard, okay, and
That's
she
right.
was
That's the one
showing
I'm
her,
talking about.
yeah, she was showing her turtles, and homegirl walks on over to the fence, and she says, "This was my sponge plant, but it's dead now. My neighbor sprayed it." She said, "But that's okay because I've already contacted the authorities about it." So right there tells you that whoever lived, if you're looking at her standing in front of her house, or whoever to the right of her, she had issues with that neighbor.
Hmm.
So you're right. There's a lot more in Northport. In
Yeah, I
fact,
mean, yeah, I
if
mean,
you go to that same, if you go to that same place you found that letter, there's another post I put in there that is a picture of Lynette with her brand new Jeep at the dealership, and she's talking about how she just got the check in for the back pay because Harley Grace got accepted for Social Security, and she just got the back check in, and
yeah,
along with the fundraiser money and that back check, she was able to purchase that vehicle. So she took the back pay for that baby's Social Security.
yeah. And this is the here are the words that I'm going to read out. There's a picture depicting Lynette Preston with the child in her arm in front of a Jeep Gladiator. Uh, and the words are as follows. So I have some good news. My baby got an unexpected check today. She got a proof of social security, so I got her payback. So along with the fundraiser that we did and the money that I raised to put that together and went to the Golf Course Southwest Golf Course Motors and Douglas South Coast Motors and Jeep dealer looking for uh, like a compass or something else, and it ended up that I could buy this for cheaper than I could buy either one of those vehicles that really had no trunk space for lawn chairs and all that beach chair stuff. Interesting.
Now that's out of Lynette's mouth. That ain't out of mine. That's out of her mouth.
That's exactly, and that was posted on Saturday at 8:23 p.m.
Not this Saturday. That
Not
was
this
posted.
Saturday. That
Yeah,
was a
that was
while ago. That was
right.
quite a while ago.
Exactly. That was posted a while ago. And the newspaper article, I've posted it in the groups before, of Lynette shopping with the baby at the toy store trying to let her pick out a toy. If you'll read up above, it says they were
Yeah,
so glad to see that woman did that newspaper article. Maybe she'll get the help that she needs.
yeah, yeah. That's the same one that I found.
Yeah.
That's the same one I found. I think we've doubled that. That's doubled up. Yeah, but that's beside the point. The fact of the matter is, there's multiple news cuttings or news stories about her grifting, and it's always the same thing. Um, but here's the thing: that vehicle was $60,000 to $80,000.
Uh huh.
So how can someone who's receiving, what's it called? Is it SSI? You call it over SSID or SSI?
Um,
Social.
she, she's on SSI.
Right.
She's not on disability because she's under, I think it's 65. She's on SSI. She didn't pay enough into the system to get disability. So she's on SSI. And if I can answer one question, just another Cajun Joe, it was Sue Ellen's sister that shot JR.
Yeah, exactly. And I used to be a fan of Bobby Ewing because he used to kick the shit out of JR, but that's beside the point. Talk about trying to derail the stream, you motherfucker. Anyway, um, I used to watch Dallas all the time, actually. See, you derailed me now, you get. What could possibly go wrong? Get derailed by Cajun Joe. No, yeah, no. And this is what I can't understand. People will still donate to these people even after all this. So you make your bed, you lay in it.
Hey, more power to you. If that's where you want to put your hard-earned money, that's more power to you. But see, she does just like she did with Shar. Didn't you? In Shar's depot, Shizzy went a little further than Megan and Tug have went so far.
Yeah,
And he did this last night, and Shara says she pulled
No,
heart-
Belinda.
she pulled at my heartstrings.
Yeah.
She pulled at my heartstrings. Look, let's face facts. Everybody in here knows I'm telling the truth. When it comes to a child, a sweet, innocent, un a child that can't take care of themselves,
Yeah.
we immediately go, "Oh my gosh!" Same thing we do when we see a puppy or a kitten. Nobody ever sees a puppy walk in and goes, "Oh, look at that little ugly thing."
Yeah.
It don't matter what
Defenseless.
it's like. You pick it up and go, "Oh my gosh, that's so precious! Look at this little baby."
Yeah, that because the thing is, that small thing is defenseless, can't protect itself, and that's when our predatory or motherly instincts kick in, and we protect
Right.
that small thing, and that's
As
what.
a matter- Shara said in the depot, she says, "Lynette, now listen, and I'm going to show y'all something here." Lynette, she said Lynette told her that she didn't know what she was going to do because she didn't have any money to buy insulation for that shed
Mhm.
that her and Harley Grace was staying in, and the air conditioner or whatever couldn't keep it cool enough. It was hot in there. So Shara went out and went to Home Depot, and she was willing to buy the insulation and send it to Lynette. Lynette got mad and hollered and screamed at Shara about buying the insulation for that shed because Lynette didn't want the insulation. Excuse me,
No, she wanted the
Lynette
money.
money. And Shara said, I even was talking to Home Depot and had worked it out to get a grant to get Lynette's house finished through Home Depot to get
Yeah.
all the supplies and stuff she needed. But Lynette didn't like that. And Lynette fussed at Shara again for doing that. So what does that tell you? That tells you she didn't want the help, she wanted the money.
Yeah.
Because that shed as it sits today has absolutely no insulation in it, as the pictures from the police department during the gun when they went in with the search warrant clearly not that one, I'm sorry. The pictures of the inside of the shed that were shared when the kids left and they showed the inside of the shed, the pictures, that shed ain't got no insulation still to this day. She could have had insulation, but no, because the money didn't come. The money didn't come.
I mean, here's. I mean, this is what gets me right now. Multiple people have said, that over the few months, a lot of money has been donated. Yeah, fuck it, fine. You bought a fence. Wow, good. I mean, you built a fence on one bag of cement per pole. So good luck on the next windstorm you get. The second point is, right, buying all these Christmas things and Christmas lights and everything else for the property. I mean, you're looking at probably $1,000 went all on all that because lights are not cheap, and
No.
all these figures are not cheap. What they had there, and yes, so instead of actually taking the money and buying stuff like for the barnuminium, like to insulate it or build inside the barnuminium, they could technically move into that. They could build rooms and they could build a ritual house within that barnuminium, or I don't know what it's called. It's got I don't know. It's a framing system. You can build like rooms like in there, and I'm surprised they haven't done that because that building is stable. It's got a cement base. It's got everything that you need. All you have to do is build it and apply put stuff in there.
Well,
But
that's their plan. That's going to end up being their house.
yeah, but the
Suppose
thing is, why haven't they done that? Why
Well,
have I mean?
that's what they're raising money for now. That's the new thing they're raising money for now. Or my understanding of one of their lives, they said they've got the money to do it, but they're not going to get started on that. I don't believe until next month. They
Well, they're
better
not.
they better get damn well started on it because she ain't got much more time left because
No,
she's used
yeah,
up all the time.
because here's the thing. Like this is what gets me. They've had this money for a long time. they've had enough money from what I've gathered and whatever people have stated. They've had enough money to get stuff done. But here's the problem: they put that fence up themselves. Fine, okay, did a good job. Not gonna put them down on that one. They could have used a bit more cement and a base, to secure the poles a little bit better. But the thing is, they're going to need a professional team to build
Mhm.
whatever they need to put into that building to make it livable, right? They're going to need electricians, plumbers. They're going to need professional people in there to do that. That's going to cost money, and but at the same time, they also need to have money to go to court because
Mhm.
Scott Stark is not going to do this for free. Bruce, I doubt very much that he's doing it for free. And
Oh,
all
I
these,
don't. I
sorry,
think
go ahead.
Bruce is doing. I think Bruce is doing it for free right now, with the understanding that on a contingency basis, meaning that if whenever they file whenever they file whatever suit they're planning on filing, he gets a percentage of that if they win.
Oh yeah, I mean his bill is going to be in the hundreds of thousands by now.
Hey, hey,
I mean, like, I mean, well, not hundreds of thousands. I say it's like 50, 60, 70,000. Because obviously, if you think about like $300-400, or if Jeremy's paying $5,000 for one day for Mr. Socket, yeah, look how long this has been going on.
hey, look, I'm still stuck on the part in the voicemail message where she says that it's that she can't even finish building her house because she's had to pay out everything in attorney fees. I'm sorry. Maury says that's a lie.
Oh,
That ain't
wait a
happening.
minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a second. Please hold.
Yeah.
I
What?
just, I just seen a I just seen a comment. I've been told to go and look up my last comment, so I did. But please hold.
Uh,
Where is it?
he
Why?
just likes to boss me around. That's what it is.
No, I don't. Don't know what you're. Shit. Where is it? Night Owl. Where are you? Why can't I see your comment in here? What the?
She says so. Deuce threatened Wes from Shara's depot, so I strongly believe Deuce contacted the DA to drop the case against JC. Listen to Patty's testimony about going to the DA. You're exactly. I think that very well could be Night Owl. Very well could be.
Right. So I've lost the fucking right. So
That's what
we've
she
got.
said.
Okay. So we've got 106 votes. All right. Do you think Lynette and John will spend time in jail after the case? 51% have said yes. 22% have said no. 26% have said depending on the charges from the court, and 1% depends on financial burden. So I'm ending that poll. And to both sides, yes and no. Thank you very much for your honesty. Wow. Okay. Oh, that's good point. That is a good point. That is a good point. That's actually a good point.
See,
That is.
and Peter, there's another thing too that everybody's not quite remembering about. In Florida, under the homestead, you only get a certain amount of time that you can live in your camper on your property without having your house completed. Lynette has extended that, the total amount of times that she can extend it. She can't extend it anymore. So, whatever date that is, and I do believe it's sometime in the spring, whatever date that is, if that house is not completed and has an occupancy permit and they are moved in and living in it,
Whoa! Hang on a second.
uh huh,
That Hang on a second. That fence is way too to grift more money. They sold 3 times more Lowe's gift cards than they needed to put up the fence. Over $250,000 confirmed money has been gifted to the fleas for whatever. Fucking what? Is that? Can that be confirmed? Is there actual physical evidence to confirm that amount, Gail? Because I'll tell you one thing, that there, 250, yeah, yeah, that's that's fucking interesting. That's very, very interesting. Because I was about to say something and then I forgot. But you carry on talking because there's something else I forgot.
Well, I don't. Oh, yeah, now I know. See, you get me off kilter. I was gonna say so.
Oh no, I remember what I was going to say. Sorry to cut you off again.
See how he does me. See how he does me.
Yeah,
Just kidding.
right. Here's another thing. Here's another thing. They're going on about the purgatory and everything else. Didn't her 501c3 run out a few months ago?
Sure enough.
So therefore, technically, she now no longer can actually claim that she's got a sanctuary. So what's happened to the animals that she has had?
I reckon they still there. But she hasn't filled out the 501c paperwork since the last time I checked. She's not redone that. Wonder why? Don't you wonder why she hasn't done that? Could it be because, I don't know, the donations and stuff she's getting in? That way she wouldn't have to claim it? I'm just thinking out loud.
Hmm.
Just thinking out loud.
Yeah, this whole fucking hi Melanie, this whole fucking deal is so there's so it's like someone is like you know start the fuses on multiple different fucking bangs and we're just waiting for the big bang. Because like if you've got like it's all this about grifting about the 501st sanctuary, and taught sanctuary and everything else. Wait a minute, doesn't that remind you of someone? Anyway, and then suddenly there's not a peep.
Hey,
So,
look, I'm going to make a prediction. Okay?
oh,
All right, this is my prediction. And correct me if I'm wrong, chat. My understanding is there's been enough money donated to complete the home. Okay? That's exactly what was said. There's enough money to complete the home. How much y'all want to bet there ain't a new wish list that goes up for things she's going to need to complete the home? They'll
do that.
still be trying to get more money saying it's complete the home.
I think your prediction is spot on because just hypothetically speaking, if we take Gail Judkins' comment in regards to 250k, just hypothetically speaking, let's step out the box here. If 250k have been donated in gift cards and whatever you want to fucking call it, right? Who
But they're gonna have another fundraiser up there.
were you
And
still talking because you fell out and come back in?
all right, let me I'm sorry, my child called and it kicked me out.
Oh,
I
okay.
I said but you watch, they're still going to be fundraising for that house even though they said clearly that they have enough money to finish the barn dominium, the house. They've got enough money to finish it. But guarantee you they're going to be raising money for furnishings. They're going to be raising money for furniture, for dishes, for curtains. Watch and see. But yet Lynette's got a whole household because she lived in a house before she came here. And that one shed over to the left from her camper is, I mean, it is packed full of stuff. But mark my words, they still gonna raise more money to finish the house, even though they've got enough money to finish the house. That's how the grift goes.
Yeah, sorry about that. While you were talking, I thought I'd go to the bathroom.
Well, yeah, you the bathroomest going person I have ever seen in my life. You like a pregnant woman. No, I'm just joking.
Ooh, in the heart. Anyway, what what I was saying is this: when it comes to with all the hi everybody, by the way, who's just joined. Hi Melanie. Now here's the thing. Here's the thing that let's just hypothetically stick to the bit what Gail said, right, about the 250K, right, and what you said. Now, if they've made all this money and everything, I mean, at the end of the day, there's no evidence or no substantial evidence to prove that that they've got all these funds. But we do know that they have received quite a lot of funds over the few months.
Yeah.
But here's my argument. If they've got all this money, why are they still grifting? Why aren't they concentrating on the court case? Why aren't they showing proof about counter arguments? Why are they not trying to you know debunk what's being said? Because the thing is, they can't, because when someone has actually been when someone's messages and everything else are being shown, that's facts, that's proof, that's what the person has done. But nothing, not one thing, except physical evidence of the fence now being there. Yes, whoopee shit. But they already had those funds before they started getting into the grift.
Hmm.
All right, they already had that, because they needed like a grand or something like that. Why is it so freaking cold? And what really pisses me off is the fact that they're either ripping that. Right, I'm going to say this. I don't give a flying fuck what anyone says. They're lying through their fucking teeth. They're pocketing the money allegedly, or they're not telling Lynette the truth. They're not telling Lynette how much money that's coming in. And all this at some point is going to come to the surface, because at some point in the court case, someone is going to say, right, okay, then this, and this. Well, where's all the money? There's evidence online that you've been making up Amazon lists.
Hmm.
Oh, and just for the record, an Amazon list can only be changed by the person who owns the account. It cannot be changed by anyone else.
I have posted that.
Oh, did you?
I have posted that completely, showing that that is true. Even went one step further and had a lady that works for Amazon in the ordering customer service. She's a supervisor. Stipulate the exact same thing. And little B, to answer your question, there is no answer. I don't know. Nobody knows what would happen. According to Lynette, her sister would take Harley Grace. Um, if something happens to her, I don't know if that's the case. I doubt it would go to the aunts, because all that would have to be worked out in court. Unfortunately, this baby girl is, a, I say, a casualty in all of this. All this is going on around her, and it affects her. And one day she's going to grow up. One day she's going to be a teenager, and she's going to be surfing the web. And it's going to be a lot more inclusive today at that time than it is even right now. And what we found right now, what you can find on the web. She's going to be looking for it. And my heart aches for her for that. It really does. It aches for her, because she's the one that's got to live with it. Um, and she'll live with it long after I'm out of this world, and so are most of us. She's still going to be living with the things that happen that she has no control over. And the baby deserves better than that. She really does. She
She always
deserves.
has done. She always has done. I mean,
Yeah.
from the get go, from day one, I've always believed that child needs to be in a better environment, and I don't really care what anyone else thinks. Or, oh, you just jumping on the bandwagon. No. This is my personal opinion as a father.
Yeah.
I am a father, and when my child was that age, yeah, she was protected, she was loved, and she was in an environment where she didn't have to live in a shed. You know, I mean, you're rich. We're talking about. I mean, you may as well just call yourself homeless,
Yeah.
okay? And no child, no person should live in that type of environment. Now, this is self-inflicted, and we need to remember that all this is self-inflicted, and the fact that you've got a child sitting on a berm, that underneath that berm is the sewage.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. I wouldn't let my that's for dang sure.
I mean,
And
it's
anybody that says to you when you say, "How much money have you raised?" Anybody that says, "Well, that's none of your business." Be aware, people. Be very aware. That means I'm not showing you what I'm doing because I'm doing something I don't want you to know about. Anytime you ever donate money to anybody, if you donate money, if you'll notice, let's take GoFundMe, okay? If you'll notice, GoFundMe lists every single donation that's made, how much it's made, and from who, whether it's anonymous or whether it's an actual person. Wonder why GoFundMe is so transparent.
yeah.
There's a reason for that. There's a reason.
I
I
mean,
have I have a member that's in need right now myself. I have a member that he's got to replace his whole entire panel box in my Facebook group. He's got to replace his whole entire panel box, and he can't turn the power back on at his house because it can start a fire. Is what the electrician told him. It's going to
what
cost
the
30.
What you mean the fuse box?
Yeah, he's got to replace the whole box, the whole thing, and it's going to cost. It was starting out at 5,000, but we've got it down to 3,100. And I sat on it for a little while, and I guess the Lord just talked to my heart so much that I decided I can't just sit here and do nothing when I know that there's this family that's in really need, emergency need right this minute. And
Yeah.
so I started a GoFundMe for him, and we're about a third of the way there because
Link it. Put it
they
in.
live.
Link it. No, fuck it. Link it. Put it in the chat. Link it, and
Uh,
I'll pin it.
all right. Well,
Link it because I didn't. Because of
but
this is a genuine need for help. I mean, a fuse box. This
but
is
what
what
I'm saying, I I also I linked I put his cash app up there too, okay? Because GoFundMe does take some of the money, and if somebody wanted to donate to him, well, let me tell you something. Every donation that's come into his cash app, he has screenshotted me every single donation. I have a copy of every one.
there's your transparency.
I have a list of everyone that has sent him money. The GoFundMe shows me everyone that sent him money.
Hmm. I mean, can I just interrupt here for a second?
Yeah, go ahead.
Right. I mean, the perfect example, like Eric here. Eric, are you still here? Eric is a former Navy veteran, and he's a veteran, and he needs support as well. And I mean, we can sit here all day and we can support these individuals, and we can go and try to help, but the most important thing is transparency, and like I'm all up to help someone in need, especially a veteran, or you're the person you're talking about. But there's transparency. You can see what's going on, and with GoFundMe, there are regulations, and they do check, because people will probably use GoFundMe. I've heard stories, and I did some research on GoFundMe. There were stories a couple of years ago, where someone put up a GoFundMe, and what they were doing, they were using different accounts at different. They would go to libraries or shop or places like that, and what they would do, they would use two different accounts, and they would then donate to that account. So what they're doing, they're money laundering.
Oh my word.
All right, and like when it, and I think it was about 40 or 50,000 pounds, but by the time it finished, it was just near. I'm not going to name the article, but just before they hit the goal, GoFundMe froze that GoFundMe account, and basically it was investigated, and then it turned out that that people were um, uh, that there was a group of people that were trying to money launder. So it does happen, but the thing is, there's transparency. You can't fuck around with GoFundMe or the other one that's been mentioned, because there's complete transparency. Yeah,
Right.
I've already linked it at the top.
Oh, did you? Okay, good. Okay.
Yeah,
But yes, that's exactly right. It's completely transparent and open and honest and saying, look,
yeah,
this is what we need. This is how much people have donated, and
yeah,
this is the goal. And it makes you set a goal so that you
yeah.
can't just
But the
keep.
thing is, at the same time, right? Everyone has a choice. You can help or you don't have to. But like one thing I do know when it comes to fuse boxes, or the fuse panels you call it, um, that's the most important thing, because you need, like, yeah, that's one part you don't mess about with. You need to have a professional install it. You need a professional to do checks on the electrical cables and the fuses, the RDSs. The everything needs to be checked, because one mistake, it can cause electrical fire.
Oh yeah, and this person lives in Kentucky. It's cold in Kentucky. I mean, it's not, he this person doesn't live in Florida. They live in Kentucky. It's snow, cold, winter. They live in the mountains.
Mm,
And
that name is funny.
when
Sorry.
people need something, that's what we're here for. That's what being a human is all about,
Yeah.
is loving our neighbor. That is what loving your neighbor means. Help whenever you know there's a need.
I mean, I don't know if anyone will. I mean, I've never asked or will ask for any type of support, because that's not me. I can't. That's why I'm not monetized, because I'm not ready for that yet. I'm just not ready. And even if I surpass, even if I surpass 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, I don't know yet. There's something there's something about, for some reason I'm like, no, I don't want to be monetized yet. I don't want to be monetized yet. I don't deserve it yet. That's what I mean.
I
Uh,
got
let me finish. When please, when I the day I do, then I'll just set it, and then bang, done. But I'm going to pay it back. I'm going to pay it forward to veterans. I'm going to pay it forward to charities, and I'm going to make sure that everyone sees where it goes. Obviously, I'm going to redact any personal information, but you're going to get transparency. Anytime I do a donation, it will go up in my community page. And once I got Discord done, I'm going to put it up there as well. So there's always going to be transparency. And I just wish other people would take a page out of that book. You know, yeah, you want to flap your gums and be brave, and oh, look at me, look what I can do, and try to intimidate people and all that shit. Who cares, right? But one thing would change if you were transparent and you actually showed transparency. Maybe people would then take you serious, a little bit more serious than they do. Just saying.
I agree completely. I even told the people in the group, once it's we've reached our goal, I will post every donation that's come in. I will post when the power turned back on and show pictures of it. I will prove where the money went, because I know what I would want if I was the one. I know how I feel, and I feel like most people feel that way. People don't mind helping. They don't mind helping when there's a need. They just don't want to be like with Shara when Lynette needed that it's not a transformer. It was something for the camper she needed.
Yeah,
Shara sent Lynette the $311 to pay for that out of her own pocket. Shara
yeah.
sent that to Lynette.
And I think that was the biggest donation that was actually on that GoFundMe.
It was.
Yeah,
And Shara Lynette didn't go buy what was needed. She didn't use the money for that. And that's what hurts whenever it comes down to it, when people do that and
mm.
people take it advantage of. That's the problem.
I
You
mean,
can't do that to people.
sorry, go on.
No, you're good. I'm just saying you can't do that to people. You
Yeah.
can't do that to people.
Let me tell you a little, because the fuse box thing has reminded me of something that happened quite a few years ago. Um, we were on exercise for 3 weeks, and we came back off exercise, and obviously all my, you smell, and your kit's dirty, and you're bringing half the countryside in with you. And I think it was about a day or 2 days later, I get a phone call from a mate of mine. He goes, "Mate, I need some help." And I went, "What's up?" He said, "Have you got any heaters?" And I went, "What do you mean?" And he went, "Have you got any portable heaters?" And I was like, "Yeah, why?" He said, our boilers popped, and the gas company can't do anything for a certain period of time." And I was like, "Okay." But this was around November, December, and that year it got really cold very quickly. So I was like, "Yeah, okay." And then so I grabbed a couple of heaters that we had spare, and I drove down. And on my way down there, I thought, "Well, hang on a minute. I actually know a guy who's a plumber, a gas engineer, or gas installer, or whatever. He worked for British Gas." So I phoned him up. I said, "Hey, what you doing?" And he went, "Nothing." I said, "Well, you fancy getting off your lazy ass and meeting me, and I'll come pick you up?" And he went, "Yeah." I didn't tell him what was going on, and basically, I went and picked him up, got to my mate's house, and he plugged obviously we checked the fuses and everything else. He plugged the heaters in, and I swear to God, it was warmer outside than it was inside the house. They were walking around in basically they were sitting there in jackets,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I said to him, I said, "Have you spoken to your neighbors?" And he went, "Oh no, yeah, no, they can't help." And I was like, "Okay then." And then he went to look at the boiler, and the boiler was like totally gone. It was totally gone. I mean, to get a new boiler, it would have cost him about 5-6 grand, and that's plus installation and everything else, certification and everything. And in the end, I put like a CC1 across everyone in the unit. I said, "Look, this is what's happened." I didn't sort of do it publicly. We did it privately.
Right.
And in the end, we made about, I think it was about 8.5 grand. So we got him a combi boiler. And because my mate's an engineer, gas engineer, he then put it in, he then certified it. Then we had to phone up the gas company. One thing led to the other. He then came around and certified it and then finished the installation. But that was in January. So they spent over a month with no heating, no hot water. So they had to drive to, they basically ended up going to different people's houses, excuse me, having hot meals, showers, and then going back to a cold house. And that for over a month. Right. And everything was transparent. And any money that was left over, what we did, we bought like these not emergency, what they call again? They're like electric blankets,
Mm-hmm.
for beds.
Right.
And basically, we were only able to get two, and basically we bought two for the kids' beds, so the kids had like warm beds when they got in them.
Yeah, that's sort of like what's happening here.
Yeah,
Before the person let me know what was going on, um, they've been without power. They went to a family member at Christmas so that they have a daughter, and so that their little girl could have Christmas lights and Christmas trees and
yeah,
everything. And think their family helped with some presents and different things. And this particular person is out of work trying to get on disability for an illness, and that's a major that's just a major thing right there. It takes sometimes a year to 2 years to get on disability. And they've actually been going to the library during the day to charge their phones and stuff, and download movies and something for the kid, for the little
yeah.
girl, something. And then whenever they get home, they have like the phone or something to watch, and they've been
Mm,
cooking on the grill, and they've not asked for one thing. Not one thing have they asked for. It's just my heart wouldn't let me sit there any longer knowing that there's a need. I couldn't do it.
yeah.
I couldn't.
I
You
mean,
know,
this is
I have a heart and I can't.
yeah. I hear you, sweetheart. I mean, this is why I always suggest. I mean, like sometimes my colleagues and my brothers in arms, when I was still serving, they used to turn around and said, "You know what? Sometimes we think that we should call you MacGyver," and I'm like, "Why?" He said, "Because the fucking ideas you come up with, You just grab these ideas out of the fucking nothing, and you actually turn it into something really good. And I was like, he went, what? And then he said, because one day I sat there and I went, do you know what? If you lose power, and I'm going to say it because it is related. If you lose power, you got nothing in the house, so you'll lose power for your boiler and other stuff. But if you had solar power, if you had it's like 5 or 6, you invested in like 5, 6, 7 solar panels, and you had like a solar battery. That battery, right, is enough to power certain things in your household. Yes, microwave, all right, once in a while, but it would richly power one battery. A full battery would power your household. And here's the thing, because the solar power, regardless if there's sun or not, they still receive power. So the battery's always being charged until nighttime. And at night, well, how much power are you going to use at night? Not much. So by the time you wake up the next morning, it's going to be daytime and you've got power coming back in. And he went, do you know what? I didn't think of that. And then about a week later, my mate turned around and said, yeah, I just spent 7.5 grand for, what was it, 8 solar panels and 1 battery.
Yeah. I mean, once you get it, if you got the money to get it put in, is one thing.
Yeah.
And
But once you've got it, though, sweetheart,
yeah, you're good.
You've got that fallback. You can't do it with gas, but if you've got a barbecue, fine. Or you've got a portable barbecue that uses gas, you can even buy heaters where you've got propane heaters where they've got the gas bottle and you can attach what do you call it? What's that heater?
Yeah, like I know what you're talking about, a steno burner.
Yeah, right. I mean, you've always got the ability to do something, but yes, it costs money. But the thing is, you'll get that money back by the use of that item. Solar panels. Make sure you get those fuckers on your house, because I tell you one thing, you'll be very surprised that or portable power packs. What they called again?
Like a generator.
Yes, yeah, but these are power packs, and then you charge them and that. Linda can't practice. Yeah, Happy New Year. Oh, wait a minute, you're from France? Oh, good.
Happy New Year, Lynn.
Linda, bonne Noël, bonne Noël, bonjour, and merci beaucoup pour votre visite ici ce soir. Merci. There you go.
See, you're just showing off now, okay?
No, I'm not. I'm being international.
You're just showing off.
I'm not sure. I'm just being international. Well, that power is probably, the power. One thing I did notice is that they had little solar panels for lights. But the thing is, one thing I do know, that these lights with the solar panel attachment to them, the lights do stay on all night, depending on what type of lights. But those Christmas lights they had on, that was connected to their power.
Right. Lynette and them have power. They have power. It's just that they need to, I guess, redo. I don't know why they'd need to redo the power box, since it's brand new. Had to have been just installed since they bought the property. So, y'all take that for whatever it's worth. But I mean, it wouldn't even be out of warranty yet, because it would have just been purchased in 2021. But supposedly there's something wrong with their power setup, I guess, for the house or whatever.
What, the transformer?
I don't know what it is that's exactly wrong. I'd be telling you a story if I told you I did. I don't know exactly what's wrong with the power there at the site.
Yeah.
On their property. But I do know that the house was tore down, so they had to install a power source onto that property. So I don't know what needs to be done to it, but yeah, they have it.
Sport Delboy Trotter was bonjour. Yeah, bonsoir. Yeah, when he would say hello, he would go bonsoir. Yeah. No, but
is merci.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci. That's my friend. And I eat
No,
French fries. Does that count?
yeah, bonne année, bonne année. Merci beaucoup, Linda. Quelle origine toi, la français, France? Excuse-moi. What part of France are you from, Linda? Do you know it's quite funny actually? I do speak I do speak a little bit of French. I speak German and a little bit of Arabic.
Or
A
hell,
couple of
I English.
words in Chinese, a couple of words in Japanese, a little bit of Russian, a little bit of Polish.
I speak cornbread.
I bet you speak cornbread. Petite point.
That's the only other language I know is cornbread.
But yeah, the everything that we've witnessed and that we've heard, and it's just an absolute fucking shitfest.
It really is. It truly, truly is. I mean, we say that jokingly a lot. You know, you say that as a joke.
Mm.
This is real life. I mean, this really is a total shit show.
I mean, like, when I first met you guys, I was saying, I was literally asking you guys, is it in the water?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm starting to believe that, now I can understand why that small village in Oregon, that place called Idiotsville, is a ghost town. It's because all the idiots are fucking down in Florida.
Yeah, exactly. They left.
Not everybody, just certain people. But I mean, when is this insanity? When is this insanity going to end? When are people? It doesn't matter what fucking camp they're from. When are these people? When are certain individuals going to learn that we're talking about human life here? We're talking about someone right and wrong, bad and good. There's no ifs or buts or grey area in between it. I mean, we've got a lawyer who, lawyer or whatever, right? We've got a lawyer who, I mean, I wouldn't even allow him to fucking try to deal with two cats arguing, let alone fucking going to a court and representing. The fact that on two different two different depositions, you can see a complete different types of deposition with Shara than it was with Jeremy, right? Pay attention to that. But the thing is that Shara stood up against him and actually fucking answered her what her answers were and not what he wanted to hear.
I
That
tell you, she's one that has. I will say this publicly. I will apologize to Shara that I gave her a hard time at one point because I truly believe Shara was a good person, but I believe she had on blinders and she just couldn't see the forest for the trees.
yeah.
And since she has seen the forest now at this point, and she has decided to go into the woods, Shar is a fine person, let me tell you. She
I
has a heart of gold, and she truly lets her heart lead her over her head whenever it comes to some things. And she is a really good person, and I commend Shara so
Mhm.
much. She is my Mockingjay, is what I call her,
Mhm. I
because
mean,
she stands up to them.
right. I mean, I at the beginning did my research on Shara and some of the stuff, and I'm not gonna retract what I said, because that was at the time when I was doing my research on her, on Bruce, and other people. And but when I saw Shara go, enough's enough. I've had enough of this shit. It's time to fucking stand up and be heard. And the fact that she brought out all this evidence right from the get go.
Mm-hmm.
At first, I was like, but then, to be honest with you, then I fucking noticed that, you know what, she does. I think she's the type of person who you would want on your side, because when it comes to the facts and the truth, right? She's that type of person that you want, because she's not going to be swayed by anybody, and she's now on the chopping block. She's now a target, and I've heard that people have made threats and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Or she's received. So let me rephrase that: she's received threats and everything. But I had my opinion about her. But the moment when she stepped up to the plate and she started bringing out the facts, the truth, and showing, and this is what I mean about transparency. She was not just showing the proof, but she was making absolutely sure that people knew exactly when it was, what it was, who said it, when it was said, and how it was said. And that I do commend her for it, and I wish her all the best, and I hope that someone or somebody will support her and protect her at this time, and I hope that she gets the support from the people that she needs the support from. Um, I did have my opinion at the beginning, but obviously over the last month or so, yeah, I've got the utmost respect for her, and I do wish her all the best, and I do commend, like you said, I do commend her as well for what
Yeah.
she's doing, and to sit in the same room with that fucking clown who should go in that forest, find that fucking tree that's working so fucking hard to produce oxygen, and apologize to it,
Exactly. I
right?
agree. And
Yeah,
she does
and
have legs too. Let me just say this: the woman's got beautiful legs. She really does.
where the fuck did that come from?
Because she
No,
posted a.
no, no, I don't want you to tell everyone.
Well, you asked.
Well, I know, but
Well,
wh-
if you don't want to know the answer, why are you asking the question? But she does. She has beautiful legs. I will say that to Shar. She really does. Cause
I'm not going to look at her legs. Now, the thing is, the first thing I want to do now, if I ever see it, is like look at her, and then I'll get fucking weirdo. You know what I mean? It's like,
well, the fleas talk about how ugly she is and stuff like that. Let me tell you, Shar is not ugly. Shar is a very attractive woman for her age. She really is.
well, yeah.
Just the other people are just being jealous. And hello, Trifoc.
Hi, Digi. Wait a minute. Who you
I
saying
was
hello
saying
to?
hello to Trasa. She was in here.
Who?
She's Teresa. Well, we call it what we say here is Tressa. I don't know if it's Teresa or Tressa. Carranza. She's saying hello to me.
I am so fucking confused. No, but yeah. Um, well, ow. Trissa. Hi, Trissa. Oh, hi, Trissa. Hello. See
See?
that comment just popped up now. Fucking hell.
Oh yeah, it came to me.
Yeah, no, yeah, seriously. I mean, the fact, like, I mean, oh god, when I was listening to that, when Shizzy and that lady were reading that deposition out, I was fucking wow. I was just absolutely fucking shocked.
Well, Shizzy last night went a little bit further than what Tug and Megan have gone so far,
Yeah,
and wow, is all I got to say.
yeah.
It's
I
it's
concur. I concur because that like I thought it was going to be one of those depositions where it'd be yes, no, yes, and then a small answer. But holy crap, Shara made absolutely fucking sure. She did exactly the same what Jeremy did. Jeremy made sure that everyone knew about this ecosystem crap, and yeah, okay, he could have done it differently. All right, yeah, bad boy, slap on the wrist. There you go. And next deposition, everything went fine. But here's the thing Shara's deposition, she made absolutely sure that he was not going to control what she says. That I fucking liked.
and so far in the deposition, the fleas want to say the reason Bruce didn't order a copy of Char's deposition is because why pay for it? She really didn't say anything that was worth anything. You know what though? She really did because in this part that Shizzy was talking about last night, she says, "Well, yeah," she said, "I thought Jeremy was, like threatening her life, that she was in danger because of what she was telling me. I believed what she was saying. That right there proves that the things she said
Yeah,
affect him, his reputation, and his business.
yeah.
That
I
proves it."
mean, yeah. I mean, everything. everything that's been said. I mean, we can go around in a circle until we're blue in the face about this. What I'm about to say is that everything that's been done and that's been said from Lynette's side and from everything has affected his not just his business, not just his income, but also his mental health and
Yep.
not just his, but also Georgia and everyone around them. We're not just talking about two individuals. We're talking about multiple individuals who have who have to witness seeing two people drain of energy, upset, stressed, and it, and this is where people seem to forget is that like we're not just talking about two people. We're talking about and the fact that they mocked and joked about the health scare that George had. You don't joke about shit like that.
No, because let me tell you something. It will sure come around and knock on your door.
Yeah,
It
you know.
surely will. It surely will. Back in the day, um, of course, everybody knows, I'm a little country. And my grandma used to say, when we'd see a child that, let's say, had a birthmark on their face or something, as young kids, as children, you look at it and you think, oh, that looks funny, and you'd laugh. Well, there was an old saying back in the mountains that if you made fun of another person that had a birthmark,
Yeah.
and your child may be born, your child be born with a birthmark. And it was just a way of saying that karma does come around and bite you in the butt. Because
Yeah.
karma, she is a witch, let me tell you. And when
Oh,
it happens
talking
to you,
about talking about witches. 2 points. I just received a message about a news update. The capital city has been locked down due to a alert. Don't panic. Check the news. Not sure what exactly is going on, but the capital has been locked down. On the
oh, you
second
know
point,
what? Slug is there today.
it'll
Slug
be
is,
all right.
I
It'll
have,
be all right.
he's
Um,
there today.
Yeah, and also we're talking about witches. I find it quite interesting that there's that Bruce, when he was sitting and having a talking to this gentleman down in New York, I don't know if it was an interview or something, talking about his case and about him being on the hit on being on a committee, being in what's that called, that fucking disciplinary hearing,
Uh
going
huh.
on about that. That to the left, to his over his right shoulder or his left shoulder, if right shoulder for you looking at him, left shoulder for him,
The
there was a
books.
book on yoga for witchcraft.
Yep. I remember seeing that.
Yeah, interesting.
That isn't it though?
Yeah.
I tell you.
By the way, it's not called a witch; it's called a warlock. By the way,
Yeah, you just
FYI.
never know what's in somebody's underwear drawer, I tell you.
And Gail just mentioned that 250K was many weeks ago. Those numbers were my calculations for number donated up to until about 7 weeks ago. No telling how much. These were dollar gifts. These were dollar gifts. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. Why have I lost that? Oh, because I'm looking at the wrong fucking spot. Yeah.
All right, my darling. Well, I'm gonna get ready and get off from here. I gotta go to
Okay.
the store.
All right. Well, thank you very much for joining me again.
Thank you.
Everyone, if you want to plug your link, you're more than welcome to. If you've
Okay.
got anything to plug, crack on, do it.
As most of you know, I have a Facebook group called Otter Creek Tube Town. Please come over and join, guys. It's so much fun. You'll have a great time. We discuss all of this. We post. I'm very, very, very diligent. I post all the court records so that you can read them yourself. I try to watch Tug and Megan's live, and I try to screenshot what they show so that you can actually sit down at home and read it. We play games, we talk, we share. It is a real true community, and we're just having a ball being gossiping and talking about people and just having fun. You know the old saying, if you can't say something nice about somebody,
Don't say
come
anything
hang
about
out in my YouTube group.
it. And and I think I'm going to mention this today that my live streams and my content are my personal intellectual property. All right, so no copying or no using of any of my intellectual property. If you've got something to say, you can always fucking come in and come in and say. I mean, and I also would like to thank the trolls and the fans outside for the views and for your support, and keep up the good work. Uh-huh.
Exactly. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Y'all have
All
a
right,
good
next we are.
day. Talk to you later. Bye.
Absolutely, darling. Talk to you later. Ta-ta. Right, guys. That was interesting input, which is very, very welcomed. And like, I mean, there's not much really you can say to everything that's going on that hasn't already been said or that you haven't. And to sit here and repeat ourselves, but it's good to remember. It's good, Elfie. Yes, ha 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 ha. You know, um, but why did you delete that message? Pam is awesome. Why did you delete that? Of course, she's awesome. Um, at the end of the day, you guys need to make up your own mind. No one can tell you what to do. You need to make up your own mind. You need to do your own research. You need to go and dig to find the facts, the truth. And all I can do, or all what we can do, is just point you in the right direction. Everyone has got an opinion, just like everyone's got an asshole. You know, people like stirring the shit, but they don't like the smell of it. Okay, so I know that in America that you've got your First Amendment, freedom of speech, and everything else, but keep it at freedom of speech. Don't use hate speech. Don't threaten people. Don't try to intimidate people, especially people who don't give a crap or who are not easily intimidated. And the thing is, let's not forget there's a child involved in this as well. And if you think money's more important than a child's welfare, then you sure you want to be on the internet, on the interwebs? Because that's the wrong type of thinking, right? Yes, she had a somewhat good Christmas, but at the same time, everything around that is questionable, to be honest. So, guys, it's been a very, very, very interesting stream, and I would like to find my first stream. Well, yeah, yes, my first official stream in 2025. And don't forget to go and check out the films. Someone said that they were watching Predator 2. Yeah, so go and check out the films like 6888, 65, Gone Out, Skeleton Crew, which is very funny. And go and check out, Gladiator 2 if you like that type of film, and enjoy yourself. Go on, remember, think positive, be positive, right? And always step out of the box. And, I don't really know anything else to say because everything about the court case and everything that's going on with Preston and everyone else, it's just repetitive. You can you can dissect it and talk about one simple thing, but um, you know, Melanie, I try to keep my mods to just a couple of people and veterans as well. I appreciate your offer, but at the moment I've got the mods I need. But one thing I do want you to do, Melanie, is pass on my regards to Madam Mayor and Brett, and send them my regards. I've already wished them all the best for Christmas and the New Year, and send my love and my prayers to them. And hopefully they're doing fine on their travels. The last place they were at, some private RV place or something, if I can remember correctly. I love those two to bits. I think those two are fantastic. And a happy New Year to you, Melanie, as well. And a happy New Year. And I hope your goals and projections for 2025 come true. And I hope that you have a blessed year. Oh, okay then. Well, if Tug's live, is he live? Is Tug live right now? If Tug's live right now, which I can't see if he is or not. Is he live? No. No, I can't see if he's live or not. No. Here's it. Oh, for crying out loud. The first of the year, and you've got Lisa going, daily stalking of MPJC and HG continues. I don't think she comprehends the part of like, I'm going to drive down this public road and I'm going to make sure that everything happens is recorded just in case something does happen. Oh, right. Okay, SMN. Thanks very much for that. Okay, thank you very much. Appreciate that. So there you go. The update. Yeah, appreciate that. At least I mentioned it. So yeah, anyway, guys, like I said, thank you so much for hanging out and being here. Like I said, each of the streams are going to be sort of similar. We're not going to always talk about the drama and everything. Maybe something will come up and we'll discuss it. And once in the blue moon, we'll probably have someone on. And like I said, once the Discord and everything, oh, wait a minute, my dear teddy bear, I'm back. What if Marla wrote the letter and Ruby is just using it? That's why I haven't read it out, Malin. When it comes to Marla and Bruce and everything, it's like me going to the throne. I always use two sheets to wipe. Two sheets to wipe. So yeah, I don't care about them. Star, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Hopefully, my next stream will be. I have got a couple of videos I need to work on, and I hope that my next stream will be more, film orientated. And also, what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to try and do some historical stuff as well. I'm going to change it up a little bit. I'm going to do, so never know. Every live is going to be unpredictable. So that's why I haven't even wrote a description for this live today. But yeah, like I said, I want to thank all the newcomers and everyone who's been here. I would really like to thank you for that. Thank you everybody for your support and for being you. I also want to say is that, I just want to thank everybody. All right. Thank you for being you and putting up with me. And thank you very much for and thank you for your support. And let's start the new year in a positive way. And I wish everybody over there in the Americanese country of Americanese, I wish you all a happy new year. And I hope that your predictions, goals, and projects that you have planned for the new year come to fruition. And please stay safe and stay healthy. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, you have now 2 minutes to get dressed, collect your items and your property, and make your way to the exits, which are here, 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 and here. Thank you very much for being here. And again, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, and we'll see you soon. Take care, guys.